What's up, everybody? What's up? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Ravens versus Bills. AFC Divisional round action. The winner hosts the AFC Championship game next week. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. Shout out to the 45 in the chat. This game is set to start on CBS on your local television dial in less than 3 minutes. Less than 3 minutes. Betting is open. You can use your Valhalla Sports Talk points. They're like points, but with a V to bet the winner of the game. And you too could be point rich by the end of the evening. No cash value. No cash value, chat. Check out the swag, y'all. I got some swag listed below the video. We got team packs for both the Ravens and the Bills that are pretty cool from Fanatics. We got neon signs for both the Bills and the Ravens. And we got jerseys. Both home and away jerseys for Allen and Jackson of the Ravens. So hit up the swag shop. I get a little piece of the action should you purchase something from there. Presumably. It's never happened before. It might never happen. Well, let's get to it, y'all. Betting is open. What should we listen to? We'll listen to the Buffalo Bills today on the channel.
In the low red area and teams walking away with 7 points rather than 0.
All right, quick look at the betting odds, as we haven't done that yet. We're obviously a little later coming up here because of the early game. Full game public bet. Okay, there we go. So this is supposed to be a close one, y'all. The Ravens are favored by a point. Ravens favored by a point, minus 120 on the money line. Bills plus 100. The over-under for points scored is 51.5, which sounds like a lot based on the amount of snow I saw in Buffalo just this morning at the stadium. But bets are pretty much evenly split or real close as I've seen this weekend for both teams, both on the percentage of bets and on the money gambled. All right, we're not going to do team rankings or any of that good stuff for this one, and I can't have that video up, so I'll have to come back to that later. But looking forward to this one. Looking forward to it. There is no snow on the field, it looks like. It looks kind of a light dusting, kind of like the game we just came from, where you can see mostly green with white accents. But this thing's about to kick off, y'all. They're about to kick it from the studio to the field. And I'll get this whole thing lined up when they stop playing video here. Maybe I can pause it. But thank you for being here. If you're new, please subscribe. Hit that like, y'all. I don't have a snowball's chance in Buffalo at getting a big view count on this stream unless those likes get put up quicker. I know most of you are doing it, and I appreciate it. But as the field narrows in the NFL playoffs here, everybody and their brother and their mother and their sister too are streaming these games. So if you don't get up in that top 10 or pretty damn near it, ain't nobody going to see your stream. Ain't nobody going to see it. But I appreciate what you guys do. I appreciate the support. And I'm still absolutely flabbergasted as far as what happened with Miss Shelby in that last stream. I don't have a clue. But betting is open. Like it. Subscribe if new. And we'll get to it here in just a minute.
Particularly when you're in shotgun and the ball's dry and it's cold. Your fingers can't grip it like you usually do. What do you usually do?
So for a shotgun snap, I'm grabbing the laces so that I can
they
make sure
can
that I got a good hold on that ball so I can deliver an accurate snap.
I'm not coming up in
Sometimes
the
it's
top 10,
putting
bro.
two hands on the ball to make sure it's secured in that right hand before the snap.
And then taking it one step further, the kicking game here tonight. We know both kickers have had their
And I
share
know
of
that
problems.
when my average
they both
view
have 10
duration is
kicks
over
missed on the
like
season.
5 minutes.
One with more field goals, one with more extra points. Wind doesn't look to be a factor here tonight, but they're going to have to probably maybe clear the surface to some degree. And as you know, the ball doesn't fly nearly as far when it's this cold.
Right, so we could see some returns tonight in the kickoff game where at times you just can't simply put it out of the back of the end zone. And
Josh
then
Allen
when you
versus
look
Lamar
at two
Jackson.
evenly matched teams, a lot of times it can come down to the kicking game. Which kicker can perform
Look what
in
happened
the
here,
snow
Chet.
here tonight. Tyler Bass had plenty of experience.
Just think about what's happened here in these NFL playoffs as we narrow the field down to 4 after tonight. Every one of the teams that is here, except for maybe the Commanders, has let's say the Commanders have one too. He's just their quarterback, but every one of the teams has a dominant runner, a dominant running back. I saw some talk in the chat earlier with people talking about maybe come NFL draft time, we start seeing those running backs being more coveted than they have been the last decade or so. And I think y'all are right. If you don't have a stud runner, your goose is cooked in the postseason. And you got to have a defense because obviously the weather turns to crap. But thank you all for being here. 63 in the house.
Is to start fast. They got to have the right game script. They fell behind early in Baltimore, allowed Baltimore just to lean into the run game. If the Bills can get off to a hot start and even get up by a score or two, then they can potentially get this Ravens offense out of them just simply sticking with the ground and pound. Number 2, you got to win in the red zone. You got to score touchdowns when you get down in the red zone, and you got to be able to try and stop them in the red zone, force them to settle for field goals. And tonight you have the number 1 red zone offense in the league in Baltimore, number 2 red zone offense in the league in Buffalo, and number 3, win the turnover battle. We talked about how the ball can be slick tonight. You know, whether it's a ball slipping out of a quarterback's hand, whether it's the mesh point on a handoff, whatever team's able to limit the turnovers tonight and be able to force 1 or 2 is likely going to be the winner here in Orchard Park.
Buffalo's red zone defense has experienced an uptick in performance of late. They've surrendered just a pair of red zone scores on their opponent's last 6 possessions in the red zone. I realize New England's a part of that from week 18, but that was with Bills backups. And last week, Denver only gets 1 possession in the red zone, and they go over.
Yeah, and that played a critical component to the win last week and why it became such a lopsided win. And, you know, we say it each week. 2 evenly matched teams at the end of the game. Show me the touchdown red zone percentage in the turnover battle, and you likely find your winner right there.
Conversely, Buffalo goes 1 for 5 in the red zone. It didn't hurt them because they scored from outside the red zone, but you have to believe they want to be better than that here tonight.
Absolutely, and they need to be better. When they get down there, I expect to see potentially some more designed Josh Allen runs. This is a win-or-go-home game, like last week was as well, but the game got out of hand where you didn't have to rely on that Josh Allen run game as much.
Today's starting lineups are brought to you by Losi and Ganji, workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers. First for the Bills offense.
Amari Cooper, wide receiver, Alabama.
Deion Dawkins, offensive tackle, Temple University.
Dave Edwards, guard, Wisconsin. Connor McGovern, offensive line, Penn State.
Osiris Torrance, guard, University of Florida.
Spencer Brown, Northern Iowa, offensive tackle.
Dalton Kincaid, tight end, Utah.
Josh Allen, quarterback, Wyoming.
James Cook, running back, Georgia. Khalil Shakir, wide receiver, Boise State.
Keon Coleman, wide receiver.
And now for the Bills defense.
AJ Epinesa, defensive end, Iowa.
Ed Oliver, defensive tackle, University of Houston.
Daquan Jones, defensive tackle, Penn State.
Gregory Rousseau, defensive end, University of Miami.
Matt Milano, linebacker, Boston College.
Terrell Bernard, linebacker, Baylor.
Taron Johnson, cornerback from Weber State.
Rasul Douglas, cornerback, West Virginia University.
Christian Benford, defensive back, Villanova University.
Taylor Rapp, safety, University of Washington.
DeMar Hamlin, safety, University of Pittsburgh.
Bills head coach Sean McDermott doesn't mind games below freezing like we have here tonight. In fact, in the 16 games played in the McDermott era by the Bills in below freezing temperatures, Buffalo is 14-2. It's the best record in the NFL since they began keeping that statistic in 1991. And he's adopted the old adage the 90s Bills used to have: when it's too tough for them, it's just right for us. The Ravens rushed for a playoff franchise record of 299 yards last week against Pittsburgh. They also had 3 touchdown drives of 80-plus yards, marking the most by an NFL team in a postseason game since 2000. And John Harbaugh, head coach of the Ravens, owns the most road playoff wins of any head coach in NFL history with 8. The Ravens were 6-3 on the road in the regular season. Harbaugh also has the most blown double-digit leads in the fourth quarter in league history with 9. The last one came in week 2 this season against the Raiders. Let's take a moment to honor the brave men and women of our military and thank them for all the sacrifices they have made to keep us safe. We salute you. This salute is proudly presented by Hiller Comerford Injury and Disability Law, fighting to get our veterans the disability benefits they deserve. It's Hiller time. The coin toss and opening kickoff are coming up. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
The Buffalo Bills pregame show is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By the Barnes Firm. Injured? For help, call 1-800-8-million.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental. Building America from the ground up.
By Upstate Honda Dealers. For great deals on the entire Honda lineup, visit your Upstate Honda dealer today.
By Miller Lite. Tastes like Miller time, Bills fans.
And by Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills.
Dunn Tire has grown into a pillar of this community, serving generations of families. We build our success on 3 core principles: quality products, expert service, and honest relationships. People come to us because they know we'll take care of them. Dunn Tire has been serving this community for over half a century. We're more than just tires. We offer a wide range of automotive services and accessories, and we're a one-stop shop for all of our customers' needs. Dunn Tire, we're ready to serve you for another 50 years.
Hey, it's Sal Capaccio. If your house is cold and drafty, it's time to upgrade your insulation. But here's the good news. New York State offers incentives covering up to 50% of the cost, plus a federal tax credit saving you up to 30%. That's up to 80% that's covered. I had USA Insulation upgrade my home, and the difference is incredible. Call USA Insulation, 716-431-4500, or visit them online at usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation.
And do me a favor, tell them Sal Capaccio sent you.
When I look back at the people and the places that have made a difference in my life, there's always one place that I can count on. ECMC was there for me and my family when I went through cancer. And they're still here for me now. With kind, compassionate caregivers, a team that truly cares. ECMC is one of the main reasons I call Buffalo my home. I'm Jim Kelly. Go where the Bills go. Go where I go. Go to ECMC.
The following is a presentation of Odyssey Sports. For even more coverage of your team, download the free Odyssey app and listen to your favorite stations, shows, and podcasts.
September 29th, 2024. The Buffalo Bills are riding a 3-game win streak to start the season. That day, they head to Baltimore, Maryland to take on the Ravens, who proceeded to end that streak in a profound way. Today is the rematch everyone was hoping would happen. The 3-seed Baltimore Ravens come to Highmark Stadium against the 2-seed Buffalo Bills. Who's going to the AFC Championship game? We're about to find out. Buffalo Bills football is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com. Now, live from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, here's Sal Capaccio, Eric Wood, and your voice of the Buffalo Bills, Chris Brown.
All right, welcome back to an electrically charged Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank, for what's next. We are moments away from the opening coin toss. Captains for the Bills, Reed Ferguson, Terrell Bernard, and Josh Allen. For the Ravens, it's Justin Tucker and Roquan Smith, Derrick Henry, and Kyle Van Noy. Our head referee tonight, Carl Cheffers, 25th season as an official, 19th as a head referee. Let's go down to him now for the coin toss.
Good evening, gentlemen. Congratulations on earning the opportunity to play in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This is the coin that we'll be using for tonight's toss. The NFL logo is heads. The other side is tails. Baltimore gets to call the toss.
Tails.
They've called tails. It is heads. Buffalo has won the toss, and they're going to defer their choice. Baltimore gets the ball first, this onto the field. Good luck, gentlemen.
All right, so Buffalo again wins the toss just like they did last week. They defer, and Baltimore will receive. Let's go down to our legend of the game.
It's time to get rowdy! It's time to let these Ravens feel what it's like to play in our house! Let's go, Buffalo! Let's go, Buffalo! I gotta ask you a question, but hold on one sec. Where else would you rather be than right here, right now?
Well, I think that'll work.
Clap your hands to these boys!
Ryan Fitzpatrick takes the shirt off at the very end. The Ravens wearing all white tonight, purple numbers, but white jerseys, white pants with the purple and black stripe down the side, black helmets with the black Ravens head on the side. They'll be coming left to right here to start tonight. Bills in their familiar home uniforms, white helmets. Charging Buffalo on the side, blue jerseys, white numbers, white pants with the red and blue stripe down the side, and blue socks. Opening kickoff brought to you by Teller Mordew. When it's game time, it's Tully time. Keaton Mitchell, Steven Sims deep to return for the Ravens as the most highly anticipated game in a while is finally here. Crowd in an early froth. Bass approaches the ball, it's up and away, and we are underway here in this AFC Divisional playoff. Fielded at the 2, bringing it out is Mitchell to the 20, 25, and he hits Cole Bishop, and he is down as Dorian Williams came over and lowered the shoulder. Baltimore offense going to get started at the 27-yard line. So a 23-yard return to start. And Ravens coming out with the heavy set here early. Patrick Ricard, the fullback, along with Derrick Henry. Bills countering with base defense here.
Yeah, Dorian Williams on the field, replacing Taron Johnson for this opening snap of the game.
Receiver to each side, I formation from the Ravens. Jackson under center on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Hand off to Henry. Over the left side, and he's bottled up right away. A yard on the play. Daquan Jones and Greg Rousseau were ready for that one.
First play of the game in Baltimore, Derrick Henry went to the house for 86 yards. They're just 1 yard there. And throughout this game, this Bills defense is going to be tested on the ground with Derrick Henry. Dorian Williams coming off now, and the Bills are going to get a nickel personnel. Taron Johnson coming back out on the field.
2nd and 9 here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Henry to the right of Jackson in the shotgun. 10 on the play clock here as we're just underway and scoreless. Here's the snap. Hand off to Henry over the left side, and he gets tripped up right at the line of scrimmage. Only gets 1 more yard. Daquan Jones, A.J. Epinesa in on the tackle.
It's a great start by the Bills defending the run. Just 2 yards on 2 carries for Derrick Henry. Force a 3rd and 8. A 3-and-out would be huge here on this first possession for the Ravens. 3rd best 3rd down offense in the league on the season for Baltimore. This Bills defense has struggled on 3rd down this season, but much better a week ago against Denver.
2 tight end set from the Ravens. Jackson going to go from the shotgun. 3rd down back, Justice Hill to the right of him in the backfield. 3 receivers to the right, and now Aguilar in motion. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Jackson looking middle, has plenty of time. Steps up in the pocket, going to take off and run. He's got Taron Johnson in pursuit. He brings him down, but he's got the 1st down as he scrambles for 9.
And that's where Lamar Jackson can make you pay with his legs, as fast as any player in the NFL. And the Bills had him hemmed up in the pocket, and he finally finds a crease with nobody open down the field to be able to expose this Bills defense. Matt Milano was in a spy technique, but one of the offensive linemen blocked him as Lamar Jackson broke out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the first.
1st and 10 from the 38. Pistol look here from the Ravens. Henry behind Jackson, fakes the handoff to him, looks to throw right. That's covered, comes back to the left side, and he's got Henry who dropped the football. He's wide open on the wheel route on the backside, and he dropped it.
A design shot play there by the Ravens. They run a hard play action. Derrick Henry slips out of the backfield, and they go to the throwback, and Derrick Henry completely wide open. That would have been a massive gain for the Ravens if he was able to bring it in. Lamar Jackson short-armed that one a little bit. Derrick Henry had to come back for the football. Lamar Jackson noticeably upset at himself for missing that throw.
2nd and 10 from the 38. Jackson in the shotgun. Justice Hill in the backfield, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, looking downfield. He's got Likely, the tight end, open at the 30, and he's tackled in Buffalo territory at the 23-yard line. A huge pass play there for the Ravens. Likely was wide open.
Another play action pass, and the Bills defense bit on the play action and allowed Likely to escape down the seam and goes uncovered down the field. That's an easy pitch and catch. And so the Bills, selling out to stop this Ravens rush offense, have found themselves exposed down the field off the play action.
It's a 39-yard pass play, 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 23. So we're coming up on 12 minutes left in this first quarter. Pistol look from the Ravens, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And now late motion here from Aguilar. Handoff to Henry over the left side, working his way through traffic. They've got him locked up. And the surge pushes him back from the Buffalo defense. Gets down to the 21 for a gain of 2. Austin Johnson was there first.
Yeah, the Bills are selling out. They're not going to allow Derrick Henry to simply feast like he did in the first matchup. The Bills just have to be prepared when they recognize that it is play action to drop back in their zones and be disciplined at the 2nd and 3rd levels of the defense.
It's another 2 tight end set here on 2nd and 8. 11:26 and counting. We are scoreless as the Ravens are on the march here on their opening possession of the game. Jackson in the shotgun, Henry to his right, 2 receivers to the right. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, has time, throws it underneath, and he's got a completion to Likely. He's wrapped up around the ankles by Taron Johnson, but not before he's down to the Buffalo 16-yard line. And that's going to set up a 3rd and 3 here as we're just under 11 minutes left in this opening quarter.
This puts the Ravens in the red zone. Number 1 ranked scoring offense in the red zone this season.
Ravens quickly on the ball again as they called the play quickly. Here's Jackson in the shotgun, has the snap, looking right, nobody there, back to the middle of the field, and wide open and in for the touchdown is Rashad Bateman. A 16-yard touchdown reception, and that is Bateman's 6th touchdown catch in the last 6 games.
Zay Flowers was injured in week 18, and Bateman has really stepped up, and there Lamar Jackson had a lot of time in the pocket as the Bills were doing a contained rush, trying not to let him scramble for another first like he did on the previous 3rd down, and he's able to find Bateman, who broke off his route and confused Terrell Bernard at the 2nd level.
Tucker on for the point after attempt here. Snap by Moore, hold by Stout, kick by Tucker is up, and it is good. So with 10:40 left in this first quarter, Baltimore gets on the board first on the touchdown pass from Jackson to Bateman. They lead 7-0. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast brought to you by Northwest Bank. At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next, like the next play by number 17. This is the Buffalo Bills radio network.
At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next. The next place to fill with love and laughter, with more mortgage options for first-time buyers.
All right, Berserkers and V-Homies, chat. The Ravens take that opening drive all the way down, get the touchdown. You saw it posted in the chat. Rashad Bateman, a 16-yard pass from Lamar Jackson. The Tucker extra point is good. That drive took 8 plays, 73 yards, and took 420. Smoke them if you got them. Off the clock. Ravens 7, Bills 0.
Your biz, we put ours into packing and shipping. While you're keeping track of your custom-made orders, our mailboxes are keeping your packages safe. Because we're here to help you be unstoppable with shredding, printing, notary, and more. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
When you need a knee or hip replacement, you know it. If you're in pain and unable to do the things you love, the orthopedic teams at Kenmore Mercy and Sisters Hospital, St. Joseph's Campus, provide nationally recognized joint replacement services that can eliminate chronic pain and improve your quality of life. Our advanced procedures, low complication rates, and on-site rehab allow for the best outcomes and a faster recovery. Over 80% are home in less than a day. Catholic Health, the right way to care.
Paid actors represent actual clients. After my motorcycle accident, my attorneys at the Barnes firm got me $300,000, 5 times more than insurance offered.
After my car accident, insurance offered $50,000. My case was worth over $1 million more.
Hi,
Did I say Justine? Are you guys trolling me right now? Did I say Justine Bateman? Anywho, back to it.
Now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 grinder, 500 pearl. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. And Ray Davis, Ty Johnson deep to return for Buffalo here. And Eric, I guess I'll just say, the Bills were down 7-0 early last week, too. They gave up a touchdown on their opening possession.
Yeah, and then they went on to score 31 unanswered. And so right here, this is a critical possession for the Bills. You do not want to get down multiple scores to this Ravens team because at that point, they can really suck the life out of the game with the run game.
Ray Davis out of concussion protocol and ready to play after suffering that bad hit last week. Tucker kicks the ball up and away. And Ty Johnson going to field it a yard deep in the end zone and take a knee for a touchback, which means it's time for the Bills' first drive of the game, brought to you by your Upstate Honda dealers. For great deals on the entire Honda lineup, visit your Upstate Honda dealer today. So out comes Josh Allen, and when he came out of the locker room during pregame warmups, the chants of MVP were as loud as we have ever heard them. So Allen going to work under center here on 1st and 10. 2 receivers to the left, Shakir and Hollins. 1 receiver to the right, that's Coleman. Cook to the left of Allen, who now retreats to the shotgun on a check. Shakir in motion left to right. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking to his left. Throws. Looking down the sideline, and he overshot Hollins. He had him. He got behind Kyle Hamilton, the safety, but he missed him incomplete.
Josh had that hole shot down the sideline that he loves behind, like right in between that safety and cornerback window, and he just overshoots Mac Hollins, who was open down the sideline.
Josh historically has to calm himself down early in playoff games like this. Might have been a little extra juice on that one. He's in the shotgun here for 2nd and 10. 10:35 left opening quarter. Ravens up 7-0. Cook to his right in the backfield. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Tried to get through a hole, but it closed quickly as 3 Baltimore Ravens brought him down. Matabike was the first one there. It's a 2-yard gain. It'll bring up 3rd and 8.
The Bills facing a possibility of a 3-and-out here after a long drive by the Ravens. You do not want to go 3-and-out, potentially give them some good field position. This Bills offense, 7th in the league in converting 3rd downs.
Allen going to work from the shotgun here. 3 receivers to the right. Coleman by himself on the left. Ty Johnson flared out to the left in the backfield here. 5 on the play clock. Here's the snap. Back to pass. 4-man rush. Has time. Looking deep down the middle. He's got Shakir into Baltimore territory at the 35, and he's brought down at the 34-yard line. Huge pass play over the top for Buffalo as he victimized Stevens for 27 yards.
And Josh makes that throw look so effortlessly, throwing it off his back foot, and the Bills are going to get right back on the football.
Josh in the shotgun here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Takes the snap, handoff to Ty Johnson. Cuts it back through a hole and spins his way down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Bring up 2nd and 2. Oway on the tackle.
What a pass by Josh Allen on 3rd and 8. He's got to throw it off his back foot. It was Tampa 2 defense. So you have Roquan Smith running down the middle of the field. He's no match for Shakir coming out of the slot, running down the seam, and Josh Allen finds him perfectly to get into Ravens territory.
One receiver to the right on this 2 tight end set. Knox and Kincaid are on the left side. Cook the lone setback as Allen goes under center. Here's the snap, handoff to Cook. Dancing, looking for a hole. There isn't one. He's fighting to get to the first down marker, and he only got half a yard on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and about 1.5 with 8:40 left in the first quarter.
This might be 4 down territory regardless for the Bills. They could keep this one on the ground here, and it wouldn't surprise me here to see a designed Josh Allen run. Put the ball in 17's hands and let him extend this drive.
So 8:20 and counting. Bills down 7-0. Big 3rd and 1 here at the Baltimore 25. Allen in the shotgun. Johnson to his left. It's a read option. Josh chose to keep it, and he's swallowed whole. Absolutely taken down by Tavius Robinson. And it went for no gain. Now it's 4th and 2.
Yeah, I think Josh made the wrong read there. If he hands that one off, Ty Johnson likely gets the first down with ease. Josh elects to keep it. He had a bad read on the edge as he was trying to read Robinson, and he keeps it, and he gets swallowed up for a loss in the play.
So now it's 4th and 2 here from the 26. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and an empty set. Ty Johnson and the tight end Kincaid out to the left. There's the snap. Allen going to keep it, and he's through a hole to the 20. It's a first down and more. Josh Allen with a quarterback draw moves the sticks. Matabike on the tackle, but the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
They give it to 17 again, and that's what I expected. Put the ball in his hands in these critical situations. Deion Dawkins pulled from the left tackle position, had a key block on that play to spring Josh into the second level.
So a fresh set of downs for Buffalo here as Alec Anderson is on. 1st and 10 from the 19. 2 tight ends on the field as well. Handoff to Cook. He's going to cut it all the way back, and he's got an alley going down to the 10-yard line as he's spun down there. Curtis Samuel blocking downfield along with Kincaid to spring him. That's just ad-libbing there by the running back.
Yeah, showing off some speed there. Everything was clogged in the middle, so he decides to take it outside. He makes Humphrey miss and uses that elite speed to get out to the edge for a pickup of 8 on the play. Actually got his hair pulled as he made Humphrey miss. Grabbed on to his hair that was hanging out the back of his helmet.
3 receivers to the right. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun. On 2nd and 2 from the 11. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Handoff to Cook. Goes through the right side. Squirts through a hole. And he's down to the 5-yard line. It's a 1st and goal for Buffalo as he gets 6 on the carry.
Bills are starting to get some push in the middle there. This is a Ravens defense that is number 1 in the NFL against the opponent's run, and the Bills are riding this offensive line through this drive. 7 run plays, just 2 passes on the drive.
3 receivers to the left, Samuel, Hollins, and Shakir. Cook flares out to the right side in the backfield. Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5 here on 1st and goal. Handoff goes to Cook, looking for an opening, driving his legs to the goal line, and he's down to the 1 for a gain of 4. Tackle made by Michael Pierce, the 355-pound nose tackle.
I expect them to get the ball into Josh's hands here. I'd expect to see a sneak in this situation. They're bringing in Ray Davis to replace James Cook here.
So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1 with 5 minutes and counting left in this opening quarter. Bills down 7-0 to the Ravens. Allen going to go under center here. Hollins off to the right side. Ray Davis in the backfield. Hollins in motion right to left. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Davis, lowering his head, and he is in. Ray Davis, the rookie, with a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this one up.
What an answer by this Bills offense. You see the Ravens put up 7 on their first drive, and you march all the way down the field on an 11-play drive to get the score, all set up by a critical 3rd and 8 throw early in the drive to Shakir down the middle of the seam.
Nice block by Khalil Shakir to spring Ray Davis on the touchdown run. Bills lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Here's a snap, hold is down. Kick on the way by Bass is up, and it is good. 4:43 left in this first quarter, and we are knotted at 7. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Catch the best basketball coverage on Sirius.
And we are away. In Ravens Bills. Bills answer the Ravens score with a touchdown drive of their own. Oh crap, it blocked my chat. I don't know why I can't see that, but anywho, it's a Ray Davis 1-yard touchdown run. The Tyler Bass kick is good. 11 plays, 70 yards, took 5:57 off the clock. 7-7, Baltimore, Buffalo.
Join Dave LaGreca as he previews this big event and sits down with the top stars in the WWE.
Royal Rumble, you're next on the list.
The road to WrestleMania starts at the Royal Rumble, and Busted Open will be there live for it all. Only on Sirius XM Fight Nation, Channel 156, and the Sirius XM app. It's soccer's most thrilling league.
Only the Premier League can make you feel like this.
And now every match is on the Sirius XM app.
Can you believe it?
From the title race.
This is remarkable. Keeps this title charge on track, surely.
To the relegation fight.
The impossible may still be possible.
Hear every English Premier League match on the Sirius XM app and talk about all the EPL drama on Sirius XM FC 157 and the Sirius XM app.
Daytona is so unique. We have a expectation of what we expect of ourselves.
The Great American Race is underway.
Awesome. We want to win that race so bad. I know how heartbreaking that place can be.
The entire pack is collected.
I know how amazing that place can be.
Are you kidding me?
I'm ready to go.
We know what we're capable of. Daytona is coming. The Daytona 500, Sunday, February 16th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 9,
and on the Sirius XM app.
Interact with our stable of former players, coaches, and executives all day long on Sirius XM NFL Radio, Channel 88, and the Sirius XM app.
Bills answer the 7 points by the Ravens with 7 of their own. A Toyota drive time of 11 plays, 70 yards, 5 minutes and 57 seconds, driven to you by Toyota, the official car truck of the Buffalo Bills. One thing we'll be watching for, guys, on the second to last play there on the James Cook run, Marlon Humphrey got banged up just a little bit. He was hurting on the next play, so we'll watch that as we go forward.
Okay, something to keep an eye on. The Barnes Firm injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured? For help, call 1-800-8-million. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Keaton Mitchell, Steven Sims back to return for the Ravens. Bass kicks it up and away. This is returnable. From the 2 comes Mitchell. 10, 20, 25, and he is absolutely annihilated by Reggie Gilliam. Oh my goodness. I wasn't sure his head was still on his shoulders.
Excellent kick coverage on both the kickoffs in this game. And Reggie Gilliam and Dorian Williams combined on that one and delivered a heavy shot to Mitchell on that play.
2 tight ends set here for the Ravens as they begin their second possession. And the crowd getting into it, trying to help their defense here on 1st and 10 for the Baltimore 28. And it looks like, do they have... Yes, Jackson in the shotgun. He hands it off to Henry. He's tripped up immediately at the line of scrimmage. Ed Oliver got him around the ankles and got a helper from DeJuan Smoot.
And DeMar Hamlin blitzed off the edge. The Bills are utilizing edge defenders to get into the backfield to force Derrick Henry to have to go into the middle of the defense. And Ed Oliver made a great play for a tackle for loss there.
It's a loss of 1 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11. As we're quickly coming up on 4 minutes left in this opening quarter. We're tied at 7. Jackson working from the shotgun. Henry to his right. Bunch formation on the left. Single receiver right. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Jackson looking down the right sideline. And it's overthrown and picked off by Taylor Rapp at the Buffalo 45-yard line. T. Rapp with the thievery in the secondary.
Terrell Bernard came on the blitz on the play, caused some havoc in the backfield, and forced the overthrow by Jackson.
3:52 left in the first. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Paid actors represent actual clients.
After a truck hit me, my attorneys at the Barnes firm got me $5 million, 5 times more than insurance offered.
All right. Jackson throws up the Hail Mary pick, and the Bills have the $1 million football. All wow. Some timing out was going on. PDX, I apologize. I got you when I was trying to take out Traeger. But it is what it is. It's only a 5-minute timeout, and I hope you both come back to the stream. But Bill's going to start their, second possession of the game. And here we go. Pale Rider in the house. What's up, Pale Rider?
The official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
By ECMC, go where the Bills go.
By Univary Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams on and off the field.
This is Buffalo Bills football.
Earth movers, aerial lifts, compaction, concrete equipment, forklifts, telehandlers, and a whole lot more. Skyworks Equipment Rental has the right construction equipment and tools you need to get the job done. With locations across the Northeast, Midwest, Southeast, and delivering to job sites nationwide, you can trust Skyworks to deploy equipment when and where you need it. To rent, purchase, or to schedule service for your own equipment with our factory-trained technicians, visit SkyworksLLC.com. Skyworks, building America from the ground up.
If you're injured at work, call Losi and Ganji, your hard-working workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. The attorneys at Losi and Ganji work hard so you receive the maximum settlement for your injury. Last year, Losi and Ganji obtained more than $24 million for injured workers. Call Losi and Ganji, 854-1446, or go to losi-ganji.com. Losi and Ganji, Buffalo's workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome back to Highmark Stadium, where we're tied at 7 and Buffalo has the football. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. So the Bills have the football after the interception by Taylor Rapp on just a miscommunication there, Eric, between Lamar Jackson and his intended receiver, Bateman.
And that can happen. That's why you got to put pressure on quarterbacks in the pocket. So they created pressure on Lamar Jackson, forced him to make the throw before he was able to get a correct read on Bateman, and a nice play by Rapp playing center field there to make him pay for the interception.
So 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 43. Allen in the shotgun. Hollins in late motion on the right side. Here's the snap. Rolls to his right. Moving pocket. Goes underneath. Complete to Kincaid, the tight end. And he's got a first down on a 10-yard gain into Baltimore territory. They're going to mark him down at the 47. Bill's first score of the game was brought to you by Salino Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. First in quality, first in service. Call 6-8-FLUSH-FIRST.
Number 70 reports is eligible. Number 70 is an eligible receiver.
Alec Anderson checking into the game, as is Reggie Gilliam. See if we might get some more of that I formation we saw last week. Actually, they're going to line up as split backs on either side. And now a pistol look and a full house backfield. As Kincaid's back there as well. Handoff goes to Cook, and he's wrapped up in the backfield by Tavius Robinson. That's his second tackle for loss in the game.
And that was another read play, and I felt like Josh should have kept that one. And so there, Josh had the tackle for loss earlier, misread Robinson. I feel like he likely misread that one as well, as long as that was a true read play. Sometimes those are just design plays. It's a design run, and Josh carries out a fake. If that was a read play, I thought he should have kept that one.
Loss of 2 on the play. It's a 2nd and long 11 here with 2:35 left. Allen in the shotgun. Ray Davis to his left. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Here's motion from Shakir, right to left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. And he's got Samuel. There's a flag on the play. He's down to the 39-yard line. So it's a gain of 8. But it looks like it's coming back on holding.
Number 73, offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Buffalo Bills football is brought to you in part by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
And that's a terrible call. Deion Dawkins simply trapped the defensive end on the play, and that's not a hold.
That is not holding at all as I watch the replay.
And that's a terrible call there, which now backs the Bills up to 2nd and 22 back at their own 43-yard line.
So some work to do here with long down and distance as we come up on 2 minutes left in the opening quarter, tied at 7. 2 receivers to each side and an empty set. Tight end off the left side. And this has got to be encroachment by Enoy.
Neutral zone infraction, number 99, defense, 5-yard penalty, second down.
So a free 5er there from Oway. It'll make it 2nd and 17. Still long down and distance here. As Joe Brady's going to have to get creative.
A lot of times when you got a guy in the neutral zone like that, you like to get that ball snapped and get a free play for Josh Allen. But Spencer Brown comes out of his stance, secures the 5 yards there.
Allen in the shotgun, empty set here. 3 to the left, 2 to the right.
Hey, Deadpool. Hey, 49.
Allen making a check here. Play clock down to 5. There's the snap, back to pass, going to tuck it and run, and the penetration is going to hold him to no gain on the play. Some of his decision-making on keepers has been tough tonight as Kincaid gets forearm shivered to the ground. No flag. This is a Carl Cheffers crew. They're bottom 3 in the league in flags thrown and penalties assessed.
I think Josh Allen got fooled on the blitz there. He checked the play, and then as the blitz came and Josh knew it was going to be a dead play, he just tucks it, tries to get upfield for anything he can, and not make a critical error in that situation.
Allen in the shotgun here, 3rd and 17. 1 minute left in the quarter. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap, back to pass, pumps, and now fires down the right side looking for Knox, but he looked over the wrong shoulder, and it's going to go harmlessly incomplete. Kyle Van Noy providing some pressure on Allen, and the punt unit will come out as the turnover goes for naught.
Yeah, a lot of times you look back in games, and when you're able to get points off turnovers, that's when you can really open a game wide open. Unfortunately, the Bills had a tough holding call, and the Bills got pressure again on Josh Allen. He takes a hit in the pocket. Kyle Van Noy came completely unblocked off the left-hand side of the Bills formation.
So Sam Martin on to punt this one away. Steven Sims deep to return. He muffed a punt the beginning of the game last week against Pittsburgh. It's the snap. Aussie-style kick, end over end. Sims is under it, signals for the fair catch, and pulls it in at the 7-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 8. The Bills will take that all day long. Today's Buffalo Bills radio broadcast, proudly presented by your Western New York Ford dealers and the only truck built as tough as number 17, the F-150. Tied at 7, 41 seconds left in the first. This is Buffalo Bills football.
One look at greatness. After all.
Testing. All right, chat. What just happened? The Bills did nothing. I've been kind of shocked the last few games at how often, really, in the NFL, quarterbacks just fling that sumbitch down there hoping for a pass interference call. But the Ravens will start deep in their own end in a tie ball game, and we're here for it. So thank you so much. If you're new, hit that subscribe. Give the video a like. If you do not know how to like the video, here's your remedial training, your remedial free YouTube training seminar. You simply X out of the chat in the upper right-hand corner of your mobile device or computer and like the stream. You click the thumbs up. And then there's a line there that says click to chat, and that'll take you right back to the chat. Thank you so much.
And in just a few weeks, hear wall-to-wall coverage of 2025 All-Star Weekend in San Francisco. Only on Sirius XM NBA Radio Channel 86 in the car and the Sirius XM app.
Hear the biggest stars in golf compete in the game's newest competition. TGL, presented by SoFi, is on Sirius XM PGA Tour Radio.
It's on its way. He has made it. It's a bird.
party!
The action continues this Tuesday when Ricky Fowler's New York Golf Club take on Justin Thomas in the Atlanta Drive at 7 p.m. Eastern. Your exclusive radio home for TGL, presented by SoFi, is SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio, channel 92 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Buffalo fans, hear what Coach McDermott and the players have to say after each game on the Bills channel. 8:03 on the SiriusXM app.
Mark Stadium with the Sideline Report, brought to you by Richmond Bona Personal Injury Attorneys. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Bona. Guys, want to know how big this game is? New minority owners Vince Carter and Josie Altidore, two of the most recognized athletes in the world, are here. They were on the sidelines, on the Bills sideline before the contest.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for What's Next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. And the end zone crazies are going to make this loud for Baltimore's offense as they're backed up on their own 9-yard line here with 41 seconds left in the first quarter. We're tied at 7. Henry in an I formation with Ricard in front of him. Jackson under center on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 6. Here's the snap. Handoff to Henry through the hole and into the secondary where he knocks over Taylor Rapp. DeMar Hamlin makes the ankle tackle, but it's a 10-yard gain and they might move the sticks.
That's the first time that Derrick Henry's been able to find a crease in this game. Prior to that carry, just 3 yards on 4 carries. And there they run a power play with a pulling guard coming from the right-hand side.
It is a first down.
So they're going to move the sticks here. It's 1st and 10. Dorian Williams onto the field for Taron Johnson for base defense. And we'll see if the Ravens can get this play off before the end of the quarter as we're under 15 seconds. They're in no hurry to break the huddle. Now they do. 10 seconds left. I formation. Andrews in motion to the left side. Jackson under center. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Justice Hill. Through a hole on the left side, trying to get the edge. Benford forces him out of bounds, but not before an 8-yard gain out to the 28-yard line.
This is the end of the first quarter.
That will do it as it's time to make the switch to the second quarter. Brought to you by Northwest Bank.
All right, chat, we go to the second quarter. Still tied at 7. Ravens with the ball. Moving that away. Ricardo Moreno, thank you for gifting that membership. I didn't even see who got it. Looks like Toxic 92 got it. Awesome. Kenneth puts 10,000 on the Bills. T. Kubler, Faith Evans. Who dat? You gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. You gotta have faith, the faith, the faith. Baby.
Hey, Sal Capaccio here with big news from Northtown Kia, Western New York's #1 Kia dealer. The all-new Kia K4 sedan has been named a finalist for the 2025 North American Car of the Year. With cutting-edge design, the Kia K4 sets a new standard for driving excellence. Don't miss your chance to see why the Kia K4 is turning heads and winning awards. Start shopping online at northtownkia.com. Remember, whatever you're looking for,
You'll find it at Northtown.
Northtown, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
#1 Kia dealer based on January to December 2024 polk results. Freed Maxick is one of the largest locally owned public accounting firms in the Western New York region and a top 100 CPA firm in the nation. Freed Maxick has over 300 employees who enjoy a wide range of unique benefits. Freed Maxick has opportunities at all levels for in-person and remote talent. Join the Freed Maxick team and start or continue your career with a world-class firm. Visit our website at freedmaxick.com/careers to learn more and apply. Freed Maxick. Trust earned.
Aaron Bruning back for Snyder Industries right here in Tonawanda. What makes our machine shop stand out? It's the commitment to manufacture big parts and take care of our employees big time. Why stay with a shop that keeps offering you just enough? Let us make you the big offer you're looking for and get paid for being the machinist you've become through years of commitment. Make the big move and call 707-GEAR. That's 707-GEAR. Or visit us at SnyderCNC.com to apply today.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Well, it's going to be an all-NFC East NFC Championship. The Philadelphia Eagles beat the LA Rams today 28-22 just before the start of this game. So the Eagles will take on the Washington Commanders next week in Philly. That's your NFL Scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
It was officially a 9-yard gain for Justice Hill on that last carry at the end of the quarter. So it's a 2nd and 1 from the Baltimore 28. As we're coming live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for What's Next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you here on a 2nd and 1 as we begin this second quarter. Crowd getting into it. Bills in base defense with Dorian Williams on the field. Jackson in the shotgun has Ricard to his right, Hill to his left. Handoff goes to Hill. He's got the first down, lowers his shoulder, powers through a tackle, still on his feet, and is finally brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 11. Terrell Bernard finally got him to the ground.
Hill was a problem against the Bills in the first matchup. He was their leading receiver in the game, able to escape out of the backfield and be effective in the pass game. The Bills are able to hold this Ravens rushing attack, the number 1 ranked rushing attack in the league, in check on their first 2 possessions. It's starting to come alive here on their 3rd possession.
2 tight ends set, receiver to each side. Henry to the right of Jackson in the shotgun. Play clock down to 8 here on 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 39. Motion from Likely right to left. Snap, back to pass, pocket collapsing, gets out, and Jackson's on the run. He's got the first down into Buffalo territory, and he's dropped at the 44-yard line as he's gang tackled there. Rasul Douglas was there first.
Looked like Greg Rousseau was going to be able to get an arm on him, and Lamar Jackson's able to break away from Greg Rousseau, and once he breaks the pocket, he's dangerous. He's got as much speed as anybody in the league.
As a 17-yard scramble by Jackson. Full house backfield now from the Ravens. They got Jackson, and now he disperses it. It's an I formation. Ricard in front of Henry as Jackson goes under center. Play clock down to 5, and Jackson trips and falls, and he's going to get dropped for a sack by A.J. Epinesa. Looked like a guard might have stepped on Jackson as he tried to pull out, and he went right to the turf, and Epinesa tapped him down for the sack.
As we get to see the replay.
Oh, he tripped over Linderbaum.
Yeah, he tripped over his center as he tried to get out and get the handoff to Henry, and after the play, Lamar Jackson was kind of wiping his cleats on the turf. I don't think he realized he tripped over his center. I think he thought he lost his footing. It was nice penetration on the play. I believe it was Daquan Jones to force that.
Play clock down to 5 on 2nd and 14. Jackson in the shotgun. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. And catching it is the tight end Likely. Immediately dropping him is Rapp. And it'll go for a gain of 5. It'll get him just past the original line of scrimmage. And it'll bring up 3rd and 9.
The Bills brought 7 defenders there. Taron Johnson comes completely free. And so Lamar Jackson's forced to get rid of the ball fast. Nice read by Taylor Rapp, seeing the dump down to force the 3rd and 9 coming up for the Ravens, who are a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down in this game.
Jackson in the shotgun here on 3rd and 9. Crowd getting into it. 2 receivers to the left. And now Hill, the 3rd down back, retreats to the backfield. Motions out to the right. Jackson back to pass. Underneath on a crossing route, he's got Miller. First down and more. And into Buffalo territory to the 26-yard line as the Ravens will once again move the sticks. Taron Johnson on the tackle.
Bills are in man-to-man defense, and Mark Andrews sets a little bit of a screen out there, which is able to free him up on the play to come around, and Miller is able to break free based upon the mesh between him and Andrews there as he walled off Christian Benford from being able to keep up with him.
It's a 16-yard pass play. They mark him down at the 28. Jackson in a pistol with Henry behind him. Receiver to each side. Ricard, the fullback, off to the left. Fakes the handoff, looking over the middle, and in and out of the hands of Andrews, the tight end. Johnson was in coverage, but Andrews just couldn't hold on to the football. It's incomplete.
Matt Milano came on a delayed blitz, delivered a pretty nice shot to Lamar Jackson as he let that one go. In these cold games, that ball, especially the longer the drive goes, the less time it had to be heated up on the sideline like it is when it first comes in on the drive. And Mark Andrews has that ball go right through his hands.
11:16 left in the half. 2nd and 10 here for Baltimore at the Buffalo 28. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Hill to the right of Jackson in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Oh, it almost went over his head. Jackson has it, but he's wrapped up around the ankles, and he fumbled the football. It's scooped up by Von Miller, coming the other way, 30, and he's tackled at the 23-yard line by Justice Hill. DeMar Hamlin forced the fumble. Von Miller using those 35-year-old legs as best as he could, and he went a long way. Second takeaway of the game for Buffalo.
Lamar Jackson drops the wide snap from Linderbaum, and then in the pocket, the ball just slips out of his hands as Damar Hamlin's tackling him in the pocket. That's the second turnover of the night from Lamar Jackson. And now the Bills take over at the Ravens 24, and they got to capitalize with 7 here.
So it's a 1st and 10 for Buffalo at the Baltimore 24-yard line. Von Miller going back to his high school days as a running back.
Showed off some nice ball security at the end of that as Justice Hill tried to strip that ball away from him too.
Allen under center here. Motion right to left by Hollins. It's a pitch play to the right for Johnson. Tries to cut it up inside. Carries a tackler with him for a gain of about 3 down to the 21. That'll make it 2nd and 7. Broderick Washington on the stop.
This Bills defense has been opportunistic all season, leads the league in forced turnovers, and they've forced 2 here in the first half. And like I just mentioned, these are the critical situations. The Bills were unable to put up points on the last possession that the Ravens turned it over. Got to capitalize here.
Bunch formation on the left. Coleman by himself on the right. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun here on 2nd and 7. Play clock down to 7. Allen making a check. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Back to pass, looking left. Fires underneath, complete to Shakir. Gets away from the tackler. It's a 1st down. Actually, it's going to be 1st and goal as he's down to the 8-yard line. The Bills are in the relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
Shakir working one-on-one in the slot against Marlon Humphrey, one of the better nickel defenders in the NFL, able to get a great inside release. Josh hits him right on time, in stride, allows him to get up the field and allows him to get inside the 10.
It's a 13-yard pass play. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. On 1st and goal from the 8. Here's the snap, handoff to Cook. Looking for a hole, lowers his shoulder, driving his legs inside the 5 and down to the 1. And he's brought down at the half-yard line as the offensive lineman got in on the act. Spencer Brown, Deion Dawkins and company pushing him all the way.
This has become a theme this season. James Cook gets in a pile, keeps his legs moving, showing off some power as well as that speed that we know he has. The offensive lineman all gets behind him there, gives him an assist to get him down close to the goal line. So the Bills are subbing late here, just 15 seconds left on the play clock, and they still haven't called a play yet. Now the Ravens substituting, and they got to give them time to come in. This clock is burning here, and Josh is asking them to reset the play clock based upon the substitution, but they're not going to get it.
They go the sneak over the left side, and the beast is in the end zone. Josh Allen in on a 1-yard touchdown sneak. Deion Dawkins spikes the football, and the Bills have the lead.
With the play clock at 1, we weren't sure if the Bills are going to burn a timeout. Instead, Josh snaps the football just in time, does it himself there. He always sneaks left. Nice push there by David Edwards and Deion Dawkins on the left-hand side to get him in for the score.
And the Bills capitalize on the takeaway. The Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin, kick by Bass is up, and it is good. So with 8:52 left in the half, the Bills have their first lead of the game on the 1-yard touchdown run by Josh Allen. We'll take a break. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Every match from the English Premier League is now available.
My goodness, chat, my goodness. The Ravens fumble it away to the Bills. The Bills take advantage of it. They drive the rest of the field, and it ends up with a 1-yard touchdown rush by Josh Allen. The Tyler Bass extra point was good, and it's 14-7. Buffalo Bills over the Baltimore Ravens. TSI checks in, says, Val, go Bills. Hey, good luck to your Bills there, TSI. I believe you're a Bills fan. Allen MVP, says James DeGon. Kansas City refs are the MVP, says T. Kubler. And we are at it, y'all. How much time we got left? We just entered the second quarter, so we should have a good bit. 8:52 remaining in the second quarter, chat. with 305 in the house. Let's get back to it, y'all. Subscribe, like if you are new. Well, like if you're anything. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on notifications if you know what that means.
And finally, a stop in New Orleans for coverage all week through Super Bowl 59.
We actually did what we said we were going to do, and I couldn't be more happy for my guys.
Nobody covers the National Football League like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
The clock's gonna run out. The ultimate upset has happened.
The countdown is up.
Yes!
For the craziest.
Oh my goodness!
Surprising.
Banks at home.
Most unpredictable tournament in all of sports.
Long three for the win. Banks at home. Banks at home.
Get ready from the first four to the final four.
Let's go! Let's go!
March Madness lives on SiriusXM.
Yes!
Hear every game all season long with your hometown announcers on the SiriusXM app. With SiriusXM, wherever you are, your team plays here.
To the football game after a Toyota drive time of 4 plays, 24 yards, 2 minutes and 13 seconds. That's driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. It was set up by DeMar Hamlin's sack and forced fumble. Obviously, Von Miller picked it up and ran. Also, guys, we have Taylor Rapp in the tent right now. Speaking of Hamlin, we may see him with Cole Bishop. If we don't get Taylor Rapp out of the tent, we'll give you an update on him as soon as we get a chance.
All right, thanks very much, Sal. The Barnes Firm injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-MILLION. 8:52 left in the half. Tyler Bass set to kick this one off. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Kick is up and away, and Mitchell camping under it at the 5, catches it on the run. 15, 20, cutting it back to the left side, 25, 30, and holding the edge there and forcing him out of bounds was Christian Benford on the tackle. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast is brought to you in part by Reimer Home Services. For your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, get Reimer on the horn. Call 716-908-6828 or visit reimer.com today. And Cole Bishop is out there in the secondary in place of Taylor Rapp. As soon as we know what's going on with Rapp, we'll pass it along. Sal is checking out details as we speak. Full house backfield here with Jackson in the shotgun, and now he disperses it. Henry is the only back in the backfield to the left of Jackson. Receiver to each side on a 2 tight end set. Jackson takes the snap, going to roll out to his right, looking for someone down the right sideline, pumps, nobody there, going to tuck it and run now, 40, 45, and he's out of bounds over the sideline. And the Ravens sideline is screaming for a flag, saying he was tackled out of bounds by Ed Oliver. No flag, but it is a first down as he got 10 on the scamper.
And I thought Matt Milano was going to bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. Lamar Jackson's broke a couple tackles in this game where he's able to make the Bills defense pay. One was Rousseau on the last drive, and there it was Matt Milano. You get Lamar Jackson in space. He is so difficult.
Ed Oliver fortunate to not draw a flag on that. He was clearly out of bounds. 1st and 10 for Baltimore at their own 46. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Henry, looking to cut it back through a hole, fighting off traffic, and he's got 6, maybe 7 on the carry there. That'll set up 2nd and 3 as we're under 8 minutes left in the half. Bills up 14-7.
Yeah, there's some good push there by that Ravens offensive line. Derrick Henry not touched by anybody till he got about 3 or 4 yards down the field, and then you get a 250-pound running back. He's going to consistently fall forward on you.
So Baltimore into Buffalo territory at the 48. It's a 2nd and 4, I formation with Ricard and Henry. Receiver to each side, and now the tight end likely coming over to the left in motion. Handoff goes to Henry, hits some traffic in the backfield, bounces off, lurches forward and gets past the first down marker as it's going to move the sticks here. He's inside the Buffalo 45 for a gain of 3.
It's right at the line. We'll see if they give it to him.
Oh, he didn't get a good spot.
No, he didn't. And Jordan Phillips had tremendous penetration on the play. Looked like it might be a tackle for loss, but Derrick Henry shows off some nice vision there to be able to cut that one back and get up the field for positive yards.
It's 3rd and inches now as we got 6:52 and counting. Ravens haven't broken the huddle yet. There's 10 on the play clock, and they're going to burn a timeout.
A 30-second timeout.
Harbaugh called it from the sidelines. He knew they weren't going to get the playoff. This team
They set
timeout
the game clock for
brought to you by
6:48.
Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, the news isn't good on Taylor Rapp. He is getting loaded onto a cart right now. He's really in a lot of pain. It's a hip injury. He will go in for x-rays. He's officially listed as questionable.
And it happened on the play that Lamar Jackson fumbled in the backfield. And so I'm not sure if, he slipped, lost some footing back there on the back end of the defense. But as Von Miller was running down the field with the ball and everyone was going down to celebrate, I saw him walking off the field, and it didn't look good. Those non-contact injuries like that are never good.
The Barnes Firm injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured? For help, call 1-800-8-million. So a big 3rd and 1 here for Baltimore with 6:48 left in the half, down 14-7. They run the sneak, and surging forward there, they appear to have the first down. They usually use Mark Andrews to do these. He did it 4 times last week, and it looks like he's got it again.
It's interesting how they do that. They must practice that a ton because those are high-pressure snaps. It's not easy when the defensive tackles are firing off on the center, but Mark Andrews shows great ball security there, be able to take the snap, and at 6'5", 250, he's a load to be able to stop for inches.
So it's a fresh set of downs for Baltimore here again, breaking out of the huddle late. Play clock down to 6. Jackson in the shotgun, play clock down to 3, takes the snap, pump fakes to the left, back to pass, looking deep on a post route for Bateman, and he's got him at the 5-yard line. Downed at the 2 by Douglas. Huge pass play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
And DeMar Hamlin looked to be in a good position there and just doesn't maintain his depth enough, and the ball sails over his head there, and now the Ravens threatening at the Bills' 2-yard line.
So it's going to be 1st and goal here for Baltimore, as big plays in the pass game are keeping Baltimore in this game, and they're going to threaten to tie this thing. I formation, Ricard and Henry. Jackson under center, hands it off to Henry, and he's bottled up at the line of scrimmage for no gain. That'll make it 2nd and goal from the 2. As we're quickly approaching 5 minutes left in the half. Daquan Jones, Dorian Williams on the tackle. There's some extracurricular activity now.
Yeah, Terrell Bernard shoved down to the ground late there. Officials keeping their flags in the pockets here tonight, especially on the Ravens. That's twice that we've seen guys on the Bills defense take a late shot, and neither have been called.
Yeah, Ronnie Stanley getting into it.
The official actually went down as well in that mayhem.
Late substitution here made by the Bills, so the refs holding the Ravens off. Jackson under center and fakes the handoff to Henry, looking into the end zone, has to pump, now tucks it, and he's going to go down for the sack. Greg Rousseau got him around the ankles. It's a loss on the play, a loss of 5, and now it's 3rd and goal. And as I say that, the left tackle, Ronnie Stanley, exiting the game. I don't know if he was shaken up on that last play, but they're going to have their backup left tackle in Josh Jones for this play.
And a lot of times you want a guy like that to stay down on the ground so you can get a tackle out there that can get a couple pass rush or pass sets to warm up. But now we got 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Ravens.
And late out of the huddle again. Play clock down to 4. Jackson in the shotgun. Play clock down to 1. Takes the snap, looking right, rolling, throws it underneath, and it's incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and goal, and the field goal unit will come on for Baltimore.
What a stand by this Bills defense. You get 1st and goal from the 2. You get a 1-yard loss on the first play, a sack. And here Matt Milano comes on the delayed blitz here, and he's able to force the throw to the middle of the field. Lamar Jackson lucky that wasn't his 3rd turnover of the game because Cam Lewis almost came up with the interception.
26-yard field goal attempt by Tucker from the right hash here on 4th and 8. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:43 left, Baltimore pulls to within 4, 14-10 in favor of Buffalo. Dunn Tire is looking forward to serving you for another 50 years. Dunn Tire, the official tire dealer of the Buffalo Bills. This is Buffalo Bills football.
I mean, I could talk forever. Gift of the gab, baby.
This is Mad Dog Sports Radio, featuring the one and only Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Can you imagine if that kind of thing happened today? I'd be screaming for months.
He's loud.
They won championships.
He's passionate.
Ratings, advertising, it's all a cesspool. You're not going to change it.
And he's talking.
All right, chat. So the Ravens go down and get some points of their own. They kind of stall out after they enter the red zone. And they ended up getting a Tyler Bass field goal to cut the lead to 4. Please hit that subscribe button. Give the video a like. I know you guys get sick of hearing this shit, but it is what it is. They should have tuttied, says Everett. Teach me how to tutty. Teach me how to tutty. Here we go. Back to it.
Be there live for it all. Only on Sirius XM Fight Nation, Channel 156, and the Sirius XM app.
Catch the best basketball coverage on Sirius XM NBA Radio, Channel 86.
Jaylen Brown drives, bounce pass to the corner. Tatum drives baseline, strong two-hand grab.
Every day we bring you the latest headlines, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews with the players, coaches, and legends of the game.
We're now joined by best Laker of all time. It's Magic Johnson.
Nick Nurse, head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, joins us.
Plus, catch live play-by-play action you won't hear anywhere else. Tune in on NBA Radio, Channel 86, or the Sirius XM app.
24/7, 365 coverage of all things NASCAR. All things NASCAR happens exclusively on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 90. In season or out of season, the number one place for college sports is Sirius XM College Sports Radio, Channel 84. Sirius XM.
You're listening to Sirius XM Satellite Radio.
Sirius XM.
Satellite Radio.
Buffalo fans, hear what Coach McDermott and the players have to say after each game on the Bills channel. 8:03 on the Sirius XM app.
Back here at Highmark Stadium, a sideline report brought to you by Richmond Vona Personal Injury Attorneys. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Vona. Seems like the field conditions have been pretty good so far, guys. Haven't seen guys slipping around too much. When a lot of the Bills players came out of the tunnel, the first thing they did, stick their feet in the ground, kind of tested it. They have a whole bunch of different sets of cleats. Obviously, Jet Mazurik and his staff do a great job to make sure they're prepared for anything. But I haven't seen anybody really slipping out here. We'll see if that happens as the game goes on.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. 14-10 your score in favor of Buffalo, and they're about to get the football. Ty Johnson, Ray Davis deep to return for Buffalo as Stout is going to kick this one off. Up and away, and this one's going to find the back of the end zone for a touchback as Buffalo's offense comes out at their own 30-yard line. Eric, we were talking about this a little bit during the break. Lamar Jackson just seems a little bit off tonight. He's made some nice throws down the field, but operation of the offense.
Yeah, the ball slipped out of his hands. He's got the fumble. He's got the interception.
Late out of the huddle.
They're getting Todd Monken, their offensive coordinator, has got to be getting these play calls in late, and it's forcing them to rush at the line of scrimmage, and they've already had to burn one timeout. Bills, 3:43 left in this half. 3 timeouts remaining. This is that 2-for-1 situation here where the Bills will get the second half kickoff.
Allen in the shotgun, fakes the handoff, looking over the middle, now throws in the right flat to Cook. Got a blocker in front, that's Gilliam, and he's going to get 8 yards on the play, tackled by Harrison. And he'll bring up second and short. As Cook comes out, and I have to keep an eye on him, make sure he's okay.
Number 70 is an eligible receiver.
We're seeing some replays on the CBS broadcast, and Rapp might have hurt his hip on the previous play to the fumble, going in for a tackle, taking a big shot on that left hip.
Alec Anderson into the game. He's off the right side of the formation. Ray Davis in at running back. Play clock down to 5. Allen going under center. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Pitch play to the right to Davis. Through a hole like a shot. First down and more. Over midfield and into Baltimore territory. Boy, they ripped off a big run there. Great job by the O-line. A 15-yard run by Davis.
And that's a great job by Josh Allen, alerting that play at the very last second, snapping it with 1 second. Great blocking on the edge by Alec Anderson, who they brought in as their 6th offensive lineman. Mac Hollins also out there. Mac Hollins is such a great blocker at the wide receiver position for the Bills.
Davis already with a touchdown run on the night. Allen in the shotgun here. Davis will be the lone setback. Alec Anderson still in the game as well. Hollins off to his right. And it's another handoff to Davis. Through a hole up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Lowers the shoulder. And he's right by the first down marker again. And he delivered more of the hit on Ardarius Washington than the other way around.
Yeah, Washington, the safety for the Ravens, a little slow to get up on the play.
This is the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, Ardarius Washington only goes 5'8", 180. He took the worst part of that contact.
All right, 2-minute warning of the second quarter in this AFC Divisional round matchup. Buffalo Bills with the ball and driving. I believe both teams, well, the Bills have 3 timeouts remaining. The Ravens, just 2. So, yeah, that's where we're at. That's where we're at in this one, chat. 3:28 in the house. Bill's about to blow this game wide open, says Ahmad. Ahmad, hot take. TDC. Man, Sheila be late, y'all. TDC was gone about 30 minutes ago. Anyway. Back to it.
Tundra are full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Lou Nucciarino. Does all this market noise leave you questioning your financial future? The economic landscape leaves many questions unanswered. Let us help you find the path that works for your financial future rather than leaving it to chance. Call us today at 716-626-2507. Let us help you simplify your world so you no longer have to listen to the noise.
Securities offered through Equitable Advisors, LLC. Member FINRA SIPC. Insurance and annuity products offered through Equitable Network, LLC. Equitable Advisors. Thinking about today and planning for tomorrow.
Right here for the big plays and the big wins. Right here for the longest passes and the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hey-hey-heys. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Well, we know the winner of this game will play for the AFC Championship next week in Kansas City. That's because the Chiefs took care of the Houston Texans yesterday. So the AFC Championship at Arrowhead next week. Winner of this game takes on the Chiefs, who beat the Texans yesterday. That's your NFL scoreboard, delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable.
So 9-yard carry officially for Davis. Brings up 2nd and inches. Allen under center here at the Baltimore 38. Here at the 2-minute warning. Cook the lone setback. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Dances through a hole. He's got the first down as he gets to the 35-yard line for a gain of 3. So a fresh set of downs for Buffalo as the clock runs. Michael Pierce on the tackle.
Minute 45 left in the half and counting, and the Bills ideally would love to score with no time left, not give the Ravens a chance to score before the end of the half. And then, as I mentioned before, the Bills are going to get that second half kickoff as well.
Split backs in the backfield. One of them, Shakir, who now motions out to the left side. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. And they run the screen to Shakir on the left side, and he's tackled on some nice backside pursuit by Tavius Robinson. He gets down to the 31. It's a gain of 4.
Second charge timeout. Baltimore 30 seconds.
And now Baltimore's going to try to preserve some clock here in the hopes of getting the ball back. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. Health lives here.
Yeah, John Harbaugh using his second time out there with one. They're going to reset the clock to minute 18 here, so the Bills are going to have time to think over this next play call. And so if you're able to get a first down here, we're not likely going to see Harbaugh be able to use any more timeouts to preserve any clock to try and get his offense the ball before the end of the half.
So you have a 2nd and 6 situation here, and obviously you want to run clock, so you want to try to run the ball. It's it's 2nd and 6. I mean, you could do whatever you want, really, right? I mean, the playbook's wide open.
Yeah, you're looking for a high percentage play. You'd love to get a completion. If it's, an easy completion out on the edge, if you're able to get that, get up the field for some yards, obviously you want to grab the first if you can. They could also keep the ball on the ground here because the Bills, with 1:18 left and 3 timeouts, they have plenty of time here.
Yeah, they can really control the clock by using the timeouts at their disposal. So run pass, both options here. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. And really, Eric, the run game has been relatively reliable here tonight. This is the number 1 run defense in football.
Yeah, they only give up 80 yards a game. The Bills are already at 74 yards. And this rush defense, number 1 in the NFL in yards per game, also number 1 in yards per carry, only giving up 3.6 yards per carry. Ray Davis averaging 8.7 yards a carry right now. Ty Johnson 5.5, and James Cook just 3.8 on the game, but he had that really nice 8-yard run down in the red zone to set up the Josh Allen QB sneak touchdown.
Yeah, last week, this Baltimore run defense allowed a franchise playoff low 29 rushing yards to Pittsburgh in the entire game.
Yeah, they were able to control the line of scrimmage for sure in that game. And then they got up multiple scores where Pittsburgh really had to rely on the pass game to try and come back in that game. Part of the reason this Ravens defense is ranked so well against the run is because they're generally been playing with leads this year where teams have to try to throw the ball to try and make up for it. Also, when you got guys as big as they do on the interior, a lot of times attacking the edges with some quicker passes is an easier route to go against them.
The Ravens have allowed just 12 touchdowns on defense since week 11. That's the fewest in the NFL over that 8-game stretch, but they've given up 2 touchdowns, both on the ground, here to Buffalo in the first half. 2nd and 6 with 1:18 left at the Baltimore 31. Allen in the shotgun with Cook to his left. Late motion from Shakir on the right. Handoff goes to Cook. Looking for a hole. There's nothing there. He's wrapped up by Pierce, the biggest defensive lineman on the roster at 355, and he drops him for no gain.
355 might even be generous. He might be bigger than that. He had an interception recently and chose to just go right to the ground. Didn't want to pull something going down the field. That's a guy who I played against in my career, and he's an absolute load out there.
Yeah, he actually said after the game, he was asked, why didn't you run with the interception? He said the bus was out of gas.
Yeah, exactly. I love that line.
This team timeout is brought to you by Kaleida Health. Oshai Children's Hospital helps get kids back to being kids. So Baltimore uses their last timeout here. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, if we're right here, it'd be a 48-yarder. It was stronger going this way. The kicks were stronger going this way than the opposite way. From here, it'd be a 48-yarder. Even if you can get a little closer, it might help the Bills here with Tyler Bass. You'd obviously love to have a first down.
And you want to either complete this ball or keep it on the ground, because then you'll be able to steal another 40 seconds off the clock that sits at 1:13 right now.
So a 3rd and 5 here with 1:13 left at the Baltimore 30. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and now Shakir moving over to the left side in motion. Ty Johnson flares out to the right in the backfield. Allen takes the snap, back to pass, looking deep down the left sideline, and incomplete, intended for Coleman, and here comes the flag. It's got to be defensive holding or pass interference.
Yeah, they're going to call this pass interference on the defense, so it's going to set up the Bills inside the Baltimore 10-yard line.
Pass interference, number 25. Defense, false place at the spot of foul.
That's the former Bill, Tre'Davious White, called for pass interference as the Bills are now in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
Trey White gives up about 5 inches out there to Keon Coleman. There was a lot of hand battling going back and forth there. John Harbaugh on the sideline shaking his head in disbelief that it was called. And now the Bills take over at the 7-yard line. Sorry, they're going to call it the 12-yard line.
Yeah, half the distance penalty here. Allen under center. Cook the lone setback on 1st and 10 from the 12. Handoff goes to Cook. Look to bounce it. Now cuts it up inside. Gets down to the 8 for a gain of 4. And that'll get us under a minute and counting here. Bills have 3 timeouts. Nate Wiggins on the tackle. So Buffalo can stop the clock at their leisure.
And they're going to take their time. They're getting in the huddle here. 50 seconds of counting left in the half. This might be designed quarterback run by Josh Allen time. See if he can get another score here before the half. And in an empty set, a lot of times they do like those design Josh Allen runs.
3 to the left, 2 to the right. Allen in the shotgun on 2nd and 6 from the 8. Play clock down to 6. There's the snap, and it is a design run right up the middle. Still fighting, spins off a tackle, and he's inside the 5 to the 4. Man, he took a good shot on that one. And timeout is called by Buffalo here with 19 seconds left. Marlon Humphrey and Kyle Hamilton finally got him to the ground. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. Oshai Children's Hospital is for our community's moms, kids, and babies.
Josh Allen took a pretty good shot. CBS showed a close-up on him. He's all smiles getting up. That dude's an animal out there. He loves that contact. And so I called the design QB run, and as he spinned off the initial contact, I thought he might be able to get into the end zone, but they're able to get multiple people around him to be able to bring him down to the ground. So you got 3rd and 2 from the 4 here. The Bills still have 2 timeouts, 20 seconds left. So if you want to keep this ball on the ground, you still can. And man, as we get to see a replay, Humphrey came in and led with that helmet, not called on the field, but he might be getting a FedEx envelope for a fine this week.
So with 2 timeouts left, the run game is still an option here with 20 seconds left in the half. Ty Johnson into the game. He's to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Shakir lining up in the backfield as well. There's the snap. Handoff goes. No, it's an Allen keeper, and he's going to run it in. A 4-yard touchdown run on the read option keeper by Allen. 17 is a scoring machine. Simply put, no one scores points like Josh Allen. He is the Michael Jordan of the NFL.
He made the right read there, and he made them pay. They fake it to Ty Johnson. David Edwards comes around with a nice pull, and Josh Allen dragging defenders. One of them, Travis Jones, at 340 pounds.
The Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. 16 ticks left on the clock here in the half, and the Bills have a double-digit lead. They're up 21-10.
This is the game script Buffalo wanted. Not let Baltimore get a lead, just rely on their ground and pound. They're going to take a 2-score lead into the half likely and be able to get this opening second half kickoff with an attempt to really break this game wide open with 16 seconds left. You know, the Bills got to be careful. You don't want to give up a big play and give Justin Tucker a shot at, a long field goal here before the half, but with no timeouts left, this is a tough situation for Baltimore to try and put up some points.
Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, and how about that, guys? Exactly how the Bills planned it and scripted it. They score with 16 seconds left in the half. They are getting the ball to start the second half. That was a Toyota drive time of 9 plays, 70 yards, 3 minutes and 27 seconds, and it was driven to you by Toyota, and it was finished by Josh Allen. Of course, Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Boy, this crowd is in a frenzy, as you guys said. I mean, it is going to get really loud in here. It already is, singing the shout song. And how about the chance for MVP for Josh Allen?
Yeah, we certainly heard the MVP chants go up. Crowd into it now. So we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Tyler Bass kicks it off. This is going to be returnable from the 1. Mitchell takes it to the 10, 15, 20, cuts it back, 25, through a tackle, and is finally brought down by Jamarcus Ingram at the 33-yard line. It's a 31-yard return with 9 seconds left. The bad thing is that return took some time off the clock. We'll see if the Ravens decide to just take a knee here and go to the half, or if they try to chuck it down the field. Justice Hill onto the field here, and they are in kneel-down formation. And Jackson does that, and the crowd showing their approval, cheering their Bills to the locker room here as the final 2 seconds tick away, and we are at halftime.
All right, chat, it is halftime of Bills-Ravens. Bills with a 21-10 lead. And they get the $1 million football at the end of the half. All right, here shortly, I'm going to take a quick break, go nuke my little boiga that I got right there, get a little top off on my soda pop, and then I'll come back and we'll go over current game stats at the half for both the teams and the individual players and the current betting line. I encourage you all to please hit that subscribe button, especially all of you that are filing out of the chat right now. And like the stream. We're at 100 likes, 3,880 views. So I must be way down there in the search. Way down there. Let's make sure we're not hidden. We're not hidden. So I can't use that as an excuse. And we're picking up the subscribers by the ones, ladies and gentlemen. We are picking them up by the ones. But it's okay. It only cost me time. I'll be right back, everybody.
Them up. 3rd down and 9 here. 2 for 4 on 3rd down in the first half.
2 receivers to each side. Ty Johnson to the left of Allen in the shotgun. 3rd and 9 from their own 26. There's the snap. Allen back to pass. Blitzer coming. It's Wiggins off the corner. Allen able to get rid of it. It's incomplete. Did it get back to the original line of scrimmage, or was he outside the tackle box?
I believe they're going to say that there was a receiver in the area of the throw. And so the Bills, with an opportunity for a 2-for-1 chance, get hit by the blitz there, unexpected. That Wiggins fires from the cornerback position. And so the Bills go 3 and out to start this second half. And Ty Johnson missed on the blitzer. Roquan Smith on the play, too. So Josh had 2 guys barreling down on him. Oftentimes he can make that first guy miss, but unable to get away there.
So Sam Martin on to punt this one away. Steven Sims back to return, standing at his own 25 for Baltimore. There's a snap by Ferguson. Kick is up and away. It's a driven ball. It's going to send Sims all the way back to his 20. Mac Hollins missed him on a blow-by. He's up to the 30 and tripped up at the 35-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 36. Ty Johnson, Cole Bishop on the tackle. Injured, call the Barnes firm. Our hometown attorneys want to help you get the best result possible. Call 1-800-8-MILLION. It could be the best call you make. 21-10 Buffalo with 13:48 left in the third, but it's Baltimore football. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Now's the time for a great deal on a new Honda. It's time to take an adventure with rugged capability and commanding style. It's time for powerful performance, plus plenty of room inside. Start your journey in a brand new vehicle. Check out the Honda Ridgeline, Pilot, or CRV.
For great deals, visit your local Upstate Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details.
Right here for the big plays and the big wins. Right here for the longest passes and the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hey-hey-heys. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
Hey, football fans. Season in and season out. What are you chasing? A new book? A movie? Some peace and quiet. The Buffalo and Erie County Public Library and its 37 branches have everything you need to win. Free ebooks, audiobooks, magazines, music, movies, TV, and videos. All through your free library card. Access to job fairs, 3D printers, and programs for all ages. Plus, places to study or unplug. Get in the game. Visit BuffaloLIB.org or stop by your local branch. The Buffalo and Erie County Public Library. Profoundly public.
Dear Bills Mafia, for the ultimate tailgate, check out Toyota trucks. Because when the grilling's done, Toyota takes adventure into overtime. Tacoma's as tough as they come. And the rugged Tundra wins big when the game's on the line. It's an all-pro lineup you'll root for every mile. Huddle up and find yours at Toyota.com today. Go Bills! Toyota, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Yeah, interesting this week. Special teams coordinator for the Baltimore Ravens made a mistake and said the Bills' field is heated. Of course, it's not, but that created a buzz on social media earlier this week, guys. But we'll see if it comes down to a kick here or there for either side, if the field conditions do matter. Sideline Reports brought to you by Richmond Vona Personal Injury Attorneys. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Vona. 1st and 10 for Baltimore from their own 36. Jackson fakes the handoff, throws to the right flat, intended for Aguilar, and it was off by a mile. Incomplete. Jackson has looked off tonight, and it continues here in the second half.
Yeah, Taron Johnson coming off the edge, providing pressure there to cause the missed throw. Lamar Jackson, 6 for 11 now for 123 yards. He's got the touchdown in this game on the throw to Bateman, but he's got a lost fumble and an interception.
Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 2nd and 10 here. Justice Hill into the game. To the left of Jackson in the shotgun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Jackson with a quick hitter, complete to the tight end, Andrews, but he's quickly tackled by Cole Bishop at the 41, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a nice play by Bishop. Andrews had space there, and Bishop's able to get him down and not let him get up the field at all. We talked about halftime adjustments for this Bills team defensively. Got to get off the field on third down. This Ravens team was 4 for 5 in the first half on third down.
Bills going to their dime package here on 3rd and 5 from the Baltimore 41. Jackson in the shotgun. Likely the tight end in motion right to left. Bunch formation on the left, one to the right. Play clock down to 4 as Jackson makes a check. Here's the snap. Back to pass on a 3-step drop. Moves in the pocket, finds an open receiver. It's Andrews, the tight end, for a first down at the 47, and he's out to midfield. It's a gain of 9 on the play and a fresh set of downs for the Ravens. Rasul Douglas on the stop.
Just no one able to get home there. Lamar Jackson had all day to throw in the pocket. Taron Johnson was one-on-one coverage, and Mark Andrews throws him through the turf, to the turf at the top of his route, and that's why Andrews was so wide open.
Here's a quick handoff to Hill off the right side on 1st and 10. Shakes 2 tacklers, and Cole Bishop has to come up from his safety spot to finally bring him down. It's a 10-yard gain and a first down. This is a little bit of that thunder and lightning combo in the Baltimore backfield, Eric. You get used to the power of Henry, and then Hill has that stutter step style that's so elusive.
Yeah, Hill's up to 31 yards in the game. Derrick Henry with just 21, and Hill's slippery. He can make you pay if you give him a crease.
Henry back into the game now. Pistol look from the Ravens with Jackson in front of Henry, receiver to each side. Here's the snap, handoff to Henry. Coming over the right side, he's got a hole, he's through a tackle, and he's got another first down. It's a 13-yard pickup as the run game is getting it in chunks for the Ravens now.
This is similar to the first drive of the game for the Ravens. You force an early third down, and then when you let them convert that first one, they get in rhythm, they utilize some tempo, and they've been able to break off back-to-back runs for 2 first downs.
And now Justice Hill back into the game. Bill's going to go with base defense. Dorian Williams on the field. Ricard on the left side of the formation. Hill the lone setback. Jackson under center. And it's a pitch play to the left to Hill. They got blockers in front, but good penetration by A.J. Epinesa, who drops him for a 1-yard loss.
And we're going to call that the perfect coverage of the game as he broke through the line of scrimmage and stops the pitch play for a loss. And the perfect coverage of the game is brought to you by United Healthcare Medicare Advantage. Visit UHCMedicareBuffalo.com to learn more.
Yeah, he beat Mark Andrews on the block, disengaged, and threw him to the side. Nice play by Epinesa there. Brings up 2nd and 12 as it's officially a loss of 2. Taron Johnson back on the field as they go with a 3-receiver set. Here's the snap to Jackson in the shotgun blitz coming. Got the pass off to Andrews, but it was off the mark, incomplete. Taron Johnson came on the corner blitz.
Yeah, that's twice this drive. He's fired off the edge of the Ravens offensive line and came unblocked, forced hurried throws and 2 incompletions. And so now it's 3rd and 12 coming up for this Ravens offense.
Bills back to their dime defense here with Cam Lewis. Von Miller going to line up on the left side of the formation here. Ricard and Hill, the backs. Hill in the backfield to the left of Jackson in the shotgun. Play clock down to 2. 1, 0. Did they get it off? Flag, delay of game. Taron Johnson sacked Jackson back at the 45, but there was a flag from the back judge.
Delay of game, number 8. Offense, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
So that'll back him up another 5 yards. It'll go to 3rd and 17 at the Buffalo 34.
And Baltimore's honestly lucky they got the delay of game penalty because it was a perfectly timed blitz by Taron Johnson again, who was coming scot-free on the play, giving assist to this high-mark crowd for not making it easy on Lamar getting in out of the huddle. I mean, they've been late all day trying to get the play calls in, and then they're unable to communicate at the line of scrimmage. He saw the blitz look, and he panicked, tried to move the protection, unable to get it done in time.
3 receivers to the right, and now Bateman in motion right to left. Andrews, the tight end, off the left side. Hill to the left of Jackson in the shotgun. Here's the snap, back to pass, throws underneath, complete to Bateman, and he's leveled by Matt Milano, who came back off the line of scrimmage and buried him. They're going to try a field goal attempt here as he got the ball down to the 29-yard line. Is that where they're going to spot this? Yeah, the 29-yard line.
So we'll have a 47-yard attempt coming up for Justin Tucker.
From the left hash. Hasn't missed a kick since week 13, but did miss 8 field goals, a career high for the most accurate kicker in league history. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So with 9:47 left, the Ravens pull to within 8. It's 21-13. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Basketball season is heating up on NBA Radio.
This is a clinic by LeBron.
We break down the latest news every day.
Overrated? Do you watch the guy play? He's unstoppable.
And bring you the best games every night.
Right corner Mitchell, 3-ball, bullseye!
And in just a few weeks, hear wall-to-wall coverage of 2025 All-Star Weekend in San Francisco. Only on Sirius XM NBA Radio, Channel 86 in the car, and the Sirius XM app.
Hear the biggest stars in golf compete in the game's newest competition. TGL, presented by SoFi, is on SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio.
It's on its way. He has made it. It's a birdie.
The action continues this Tuesday when Ricky Fowler's New York Golf Club take on Justin Thomas in the Atlanta Drive at 7 p.m. Eastern. Your exclusive radio home for TGL, presented by SoFi, is SiriusXM PGA Tour Radio, Channel 92 in the car and on the SiriusXM app.
Every match from the English Premier League is now available on the SiriusXM app.
If you like soccer, you are in the right place.
Every unforgettable moment.
Simply sensational.
Every heartbreaking result.
Just goes from horribly bad to even worse.
Every statement win.
This is the place where dreams come true.
Don't miss a match of the EPL. Listen to the English Premier League on the SiriusXM app. For a complete schedule, go to SiriusXM.com/EPL.
Don't miss MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training beginning in late February. When the football season blows its final whistle, it's baseball's time to shine. Tune in as we visit with all 30 teams on site across Arizona and Florida. Hear from the star players, managers, and front office executives. MLB Network Radio's tour of spring training begins in late February on Sirius XM 89 and the Sirius XM app.
Whether your team is at home or on the road, hear every game with your hometown announcers on the Sirius XM app. Just search for your team and click the favorite star.
As you already heard on that last drive, Cole Bishop still at safety. That's because Taylor Rapp, guys, has been officially ruled out for the rest of this game. So the Bills have to go the rest of the way without Taylor Rapp, who has a hip injury.
The Barnes Firm injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-MILLION. Chris Brown, Eric Wood, coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Bills are number 1 in the NFL in second half point differential at plus 119. Right now they are -3, but they are getting the football as Jordan Stout going to kick this one away after the field goal drive by the Ravens to make it 21-13 Buffalo.
Bills went 3 and out on their last possession, and they got to put together a drive here. You don't want your defense back on the field too quickly, and they also, because of the 3 and out, gave the Ravens good starting field position on the last drive.
Stout kicks this one up and away, and it's going to find the end zone for another touchback. So the Bills offense will come out at their own 30 as Josh Allen leads the group out here to try to stage a better possession than the last drive. Bills at home average 3.35 points per drive. That is number 1 in the NFL.
Number 70 reports is eligible. Number 70 is eligible.
So Alec Anderson in for the jumbo package. He's on the right side of the formation. Gilliam off his hip. Lone setback is Cook as Allen's under center here on 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, back to pass, has time, throws out in the left flat to Cook. Gets it at the 29, lunges forward, and gets about 3 yards out to the 33, so it'll be 2nd and 7.
Hard play action there. Josh Allen had Keon Coleman on the outside with Tre'Davious White, former Bill, in coverage. I thought he might try and take a shot down the field, but elects to dump it down to James Cook in the flats there.
So 9:20 and counting left in this third quarter. Bills up 21-13, facing a 2nd and 7 at their own 33. Cook in the backfield to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Shakir in motion left to right. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Quick hitter to Shakir on the right flat, and he's wrapped up around the ankles, and he only gets a yard, maybe 2. Ardarius Washington, the safety, made the stop. He's one of the players that got subbed into the secondary after the benching of Marcus Williams and has made their pass defense one of the best in the league.
And you generally see Khalil Shakir make guys miss in those situations. Washington made a nice play in open space there to bring him down for a small gain. And so now 3rd and 5 for the Bills. They got to get a first down here. You cannot have back-to-back 3-and-outs to start the second half.
Allen in the shotgun. Johnson to his left. Some late motion from Shakir on the left side. Back to pass, 4-man rush. Allen looking to the right. It's complete to Samuel, who has the first down and more. He got away from Wiggins, who forced him over the sideline, and that'll move the sticks. Big conversion there by Samuel.
And really nice anticipation by Josh Allen. He let that ball go before Samuel was even out of his break there, knowing that he had a mismatch with quickness on the outside with Samuel against the rookie Wiggins there on the outside. The pre-snap motion by Shakir allowed Josh to know that was going to be man-to-man coverage. Bills late break in the huddle here with just 13 seconds left on the play clock.
Anderson back in for a jumbo look. Allen going to go under center. Play clock down to 8. Cook the lone setback. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Hand off to Cook. Working over the left side, and the Ravens have got it clogged up again. There is nothing there. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, remember I told you I was going to watch for slipping, and guess what? It happened on that last play. Give credit to Curtis Samuel. When he got to the break of his route, he actually slipped. When that ball was released, he actually didn't have his complete footing, and then he regained it. So good balance by him to get up and catch that ball.
2nd and 10 here with 7:15 and counting left in the third. Bills up 21-13. Bills at their own 43. 3 receivers to the right. Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 6. There's the snap. Looking over the middle, complete to Shakir. And he's at the Buffalo 48-yard line for a gain of 5. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
5th catch on the game for Khalil Shakir, who leads the Bills receiving this game with 57 yards. Josh, a perfect 5 for 5 when targeting Khalil Shakir in this game.
Roquan Smith on the tackle there for Baltimore. So another 3rd and medium here for the Bills. 3 receivers to the left, counting the tight end Knox. 1 to the right. Flared out to the right in the backfield is Johnson. Play clock down to 6. Here's the snap. Tunnel screen goes to Knox, and he's not going to get there. Forced back and dropped on his shoulder blades after the whistle blew. And that's going to be 4th down as Kyle Van Noy buried him.
Josh Allen checked that play. I think he thought it was going to be blitz there, so he checked it to a screen to Knox on the outside. Baltimore able to rally to the football, and they're going to force back-to-back punts here to start the second half of the Bills.
So Sam Martin on again as Steven Sims back to return for Baltimore with 5:45 left in the third. Bills holding on to a 21-13 lead, but they're going to need to rely on their defense once again. There's a snap by Ferguson. Aussie-style punt, end over end. Sims under it, signals for a fair catch, and it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Sims kind of faked out the coverage unit like he was going to field it and let it bounce behind him. It finds the end zone. 21-13 Buffalo, 5:21 left in the third. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Sometimes you only get one look at
Ride along as SiriusXM NFL Radio hits the road. It all starts at the Senior Bowl, checking out the future stars of the NFL.
That's a great read by Jackson Dart.
Then off to Orlando, Florida for the Pro Bowl games.
Caught! Jamar Chase with a touchdown!
And finally, a stop in New Orleans for coverage all week through Super Bowl 59.
We actually did what we said we were going to do, and I couldn't be more happy for my guys.
Nobody covers the National Football League like SiriusXM NFL Radio, Channel 88.
The clock's gonna run out! The ultimate upset has happened!
The countdown is up.
Yes!
For the craziest.
Oh my goodness!
Surprising.
Banks at home!
Most unpredictable tournament in all of sports.
Long three for the win! Banks at home! Banks at home!
Get ready from the first four to the final four.
Let's go! Let's go!
March Madness lives on SiriusXM. The College Football National Championship is on SiriusXM. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish look to capture their first title since 1988.
The Irish are going to play for a national championship!
While Ohio State tries to win its first championship in a decade.
Jeremiah Smith with another magical catch.
Hear the national broadcast tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern on Channel 80. The Ohio State call is on Channel 81. The Notre Dame broadcast and expert analysis is on College Sports Radio Channel 84 and on the SiriusXM app.
Get daily football news on the players and teams that matter to you on SiriusXM NFL Radio Channel 88 and the SiriusXM app.
Earlier today, it was the Philadelphia Eagles at home and in the snow, beating the LA Rams 28-22. So Philly will host the NFC Championship next week against their division rival, the Washington Commanders. That's your NFL Scoreboard, delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
Bill's going to start this possession in base defense with Dorian Williams because Ricard and Henry are in the I formation in the Baltimore backfield. Jackson under center on 1st and 10 from the 20. Receiver to each side. Here's the snap. Hand off to Henry, looking to cut it back. Fights off a tackle and is dragged down by Damar Hamlin after a gain of 7 out to the 27-yard line. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming alive from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next.
The Ravens have the #1 rushing attack in the NFL this season. They average 188 yards a game. They're up to 101 as this Baltimore offense is starting to dig in on this run game.
I formation again, 2 tight end set. Actually a 3 tight end set. Here's the snap. Hand off to Henry, trying to cut through the hole. He's tied up in the traffic and lunges forward. He's going to be a yard short of the first down as he gets 2 yards on the carry. Austin Johnson got a hold of his legs.
Ravens are going to substitute a couple extra O-linemen in here.
They did this last week.
Yeah, so they're going with 7 offensive linemen on the field for this 3rd and about a half a yard.
High formation again. Jackson under center. Hands it off to Henry. He's through a hole and he's into the secondary. And were it not for a thigh board tackle by Damar Hamlin, Henry would have been gone.
A lot of times in those short yardage situations, when you sell out to try and get a stuff in the backfield, if you're able to break through the line of scrimmage, that's when those big gains can happen. And there, the Bills were gashed up front, and Henry had a big hole to run through. Damar Hamlin, nice job getting him down on the turf there, or else Henry was going to be into the end zone.
Longest run of the day for Henry. It went for 17 yards. Jackson going to work in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 46. Justin Hill to his right in the backfield. Bunch formation on the right. And now coming in motion is Sims. Here's the snap, back to pass. Looking on the left side, he's got the tight end Andrews. There is a flag in the secondary. It's defensive holding against Buffalo, but they might decline the penalty since Andrews has a first down anyway.
Yeah, it would only be a 5-yard penalty because of the hold. And so
prior to the pass, holding number 31, defense. Penalties decline. Results of the play, first down.
It's a 12-yard gain from Jackson to Andrews. So Ravens on the move here. They don't just have the #1 rushing offense in football, they have the #7 passing offense.
Yeah, they've been excellent this year. They lead the league in total yards per game.
Pistol look from the Ravens. Jackson in front of Hill. Receiver to each side in the 2 tight end set. Here's the snap. Hand off to Hill. through the hole like a shot. 35-30, still on his feet, 25, and he's down at the 20-yard line. It's a 22-yard rip by Hill. Damar Hamlin with the tackle. You don't want your safeties being your leading tacklers in a football game. That's not a good sign.
And Jordan Phillips is begging for a holding call. He was drugged down to the ground on the backside of the play, which allowed a huge hole for a cutback, but the officials do not call that one, and it's another big game for the Ravens as they now enter the red zone.
Full house backfield, and now they disperse. I formation, Ricard and Henry. Jackson under center. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Henry through another big hole. 15, 10, and down to the 5-yard line. Henry running at will on this drive. Rousseau and Hamlin on the stop.
And this is how the Ravens get teams. They stick with this run game and continue to pound with their 300-pound fullback, their 250-pound running back. And on that play, Ricard had a great kick-out block on Rasul Douglas, who was trying to set the edge for the Bills.
It's a 15-yard gain, and just like that, it's 1st and goal. I formation again as the Ravens are happy to just keep on pounding it. Jackson under center, handoff to Henry, through a hole on the right side, and he's into the end zone for a 5-yard touchdown run. You kind of felt it coming on that drive with the way they were busting out yards with the run game. And it looks like the Ravens are going to go for 2 as they're down 21-19 here with 1:37 left in the third.
And we get to see the replay here, and Cole Bishop and also Smoot had a shot to get him down on the play, but Henry breaks through a couple arm tackles to get in for the score.
Crowd realizes that the Ravens are going for 2, and they're trying to get into it here. Bunch formation on the right. Single receiver left. Jackson in the shotgun. Henry in late motion out to the right flat. Jackson back to pass. Looking for somebody. It's tipped at the line. Matt Milano tipped the pass, and it's incomplete. And he preserves the 2-point lead for Buffalo. 1:37 left in the third, and the Bills clinging now to a 21-19 lead. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills.
By Houghton University. Discover surprisingly affordable Christ-centered university right here in New York.
By Verizon, the Buffalo Bills, powered by Verizon.
By Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
And by Haynes Supply. From our Buffalo roots to nationwide sales and service, we are your industrial contractor supplier.
I'm Ross Salino. Choose a law firm carefully. If 6 different firms handled your case, it would likely result in 6 different outcomes. That's just how it works. The compensation you receive really depends on the lawyer you hire and the reputation of the firm. Quite simply, the best lawyers typically get the best results. So choose wisely. Choose Salino. It may be the most important decision you ever make.
Car crash? Call Salino. Delaware Avenue, Buffalo.
Freed Maxick is one of the largest locally owned public accounting firms in the Western New York region and a top 100 CPA firm in the nation. Freed Maxick has over 300 employees who enjoy a wide range of unique benefits. Freed Maxick has opportunities at all levels for in-person and remote talent. Join the Freed Maxick team and start or continue your career with a world-class firm. Visit our website at freedmaxick.com/careers to learn more and apply. Freed Maxick. Trust earned.
At Transitown Jeep Chrysler Dodge Ram, we've been offering unbeatable prices and trusted service for over 50 years. But it's not just about low prices on cars, trucks, and SUVs. It's about how we treat you. From the moment you walk into Transitown Jeep Chrysler Dodge Ram, we make sure your buying experience is world-class, transparent, and easy. Because if you don't trust our process, we won't earn your business. Transitown Jeep Chrysler Dodge Ram. Unbeatable prices, trusted service for over 50 years.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. And with the offense sputtering here to start the second half, the Bills find themselves in a 2-point ball game. After the touchdown drive by the Ravens, the 2-point conversion failed. It's the only reason We don't have a tie ball game right now.
Yeah, we knew we were going to see points in this one. The over-under was set at 51.5. There's expected to be a bunch of points when you have the top 2 scoring teams in the AFC. Number 2, Buffalo offense in the entire NFL in scoring. Ravens number 3 in the league.
Jordan Stout set to kick this one off. Johnson and Davis set to return for Buffalo. Kick is up and away, and this one's going to find the back of the end zone again for a touchback. So the Bills offense will give it another shot.
This is where Joe Brady's got to find some answers. You start the second half off with back-to-back punts, one of them being a 3-and-out. You got to sustain a drive here, and this is where I'd like to see they're going to bring Alec Anderson on the field as a 6-0 lineman. I'd like to see them, get into the pass game here, maybe play action here on first down.
I formation with Gilliam into the game in front of Cook. Allen under center. Here's the snap. It is a handoff to Cook. Bounces it to the outside. 35, 40, almost had the corner. If he had the corner, he might still be running. Big play by Kyle Hamilton out in the right flat.
Both the Bills and the Ravens like to lean into the run game, and they're like body blows throughout a game in boxing, and then eventually you're hoping the knockouts will come. We've seen this Bills defense in the second half reeling against the run for the Ravens. We'll see if the Bills can put together a run game here on their third drive of the second half.
11-yard gain for Cook on the carry, so a first and 10 situation from the 41. Here's the snap, pitch play to Ty Johnson going to the left, and they meet a wall of defenders over there, and he's dropped for a loss of 1. Michael Pierce there along with Malik Harrison on the edge.
Kyle Hamilton, the safety, was lined up on the Bills' right side outside of their offensive line, was coming off the edge. Generally, the whole entire defensive line then is going to be slanting away from the edge pressure, and it slanted them right into that pitch play by the Bills.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Curtis Samuel in the backfield to the left of Allen in the shotgun. 20 seconds and counting left in the third. Allen back to pass, looks underneath, has Shakir, tries to squirt away from one defender, driving to the first down marker, and he's down at the 49-yard line. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 2 after the gain of 9, but that will probably do it for quarter number 3 as Marlon Humphrey made the tackle. And that is the end of the third quarter. Time to make the switch to the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Northwest Bank. Helping you reach your goals with real-life solutions and advice. Go to Northwest.com. Northwest Bank for what's next. 21-19 Buffalo. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Paid actors represent actual claims.
After my motorcycle accident, my attorneys at the Barnes firm got me $300,000, 5 times more than insurance offered.
After my car accident, insurance offered $50,000. My case was worth over $1 million more.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. Is your case worth more than the insurance company says? Call the Barnes firm now. You might be surprised.
My case was worth $800,000.
What's your case worth? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 Grider, 500 Pearl.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Lake Hour Premium Tequila and Vodka Hard Seltzers, Geneseo, New York.
By the New York State Office of Mental Health. Get the help you need. Dial 988.
By Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills.
By Crosby's Pizza and Subs. Start your game day the Crosby's way.
And by Haynes Supply. From our Buffalo roots to nationwide sales and service, we are your industrial contractor supplier.
Aaron Bruning back with Snyder Industries. You've heard our name, but here's what we do. At Snyder Industries, we do things big. We operate big mills, big lathes, and gear cut big parts for the off-road and construction industry. You know what else? A big sign-on bonus for qualified machinists, up to 10 grand big. Your employer isn't paying you what you're worth. Stop begging for money and tell Snyder Industries what you need to be part of something big. Call 707-GEAR or visit us at SnyderCNC.com and apply today.
Wide receiver, Khalil Shakir here.
Khalil Shakir.
When I want to treat my team to the most flavorful pizza on game day, I treat them to Picasso's.
Picasso.
Start the perfect order today at Picasso'sPizza.net.
We are Buffalo Pizza.
Wide receiver, Khalil Shakir here.
Khalil Shakir.
When I want to treat my team to the most flavorful pizza on game day, I treat them to Picasso's.
Picasso.
Start the perfect order today at picassospizza.net.
We are Buffalo Pizza.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Time for the fourth quarter in a 2-point football game. I love what Dawson Knox said earlier this week, guys. We asked him, are you nervous or excited? He said there's a fine line between that. Nervous means you're really kind of maybe guarding against something bad happening. Excited means you're expecting something good to happen. Time for the Bills to get excited, cash in on this drive. That's your sideline report brought to you by Richmond Vona Personal Injury Attorneys. When the unexpected happens, expect Richmond Vona.
Big 3rd and 2 here for Buffalo to start this fourth quarter at their own 49. Bunch formation on the right, bunch formation on the left, single receiver right. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Ty Johnson, and he's got the first down as he gets some help from Connor McGovern to get an extra yard on the play as he's into Baltimore territory to the 48. Kyle Van Noy on the tackle.
Baltimore were getting some exotic looks on 3rd down, and oftentimes if you just run zone defense, you can put a hat on a hat and find a crease. They did it there to pick up enough yards for the first.
Alec Anderson back onto the field for a jumbo look here on 1st and 10. Coleman out to the right side. Knox and Samuel on the left, and now Knox in motion left to right. Cook the lone setback, Allen under center. Play clock down to 2. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, play action. Throws it to Cook out of the backfield. 45, lunges forward and gets to the 42-yard line. So it's a gain of 5 on the play. Malik Harrison on the stop. It'll set up 2nd and 5.
There was a free rusher on the play, and so Josh Allen had to dump that one down, finds Cook in space to be able to pick up 5. It's a great job by Josh Allen. Just get rid of that ball and be able to pick up positive yards for the Bills and not put that ball in a risky position based upon the pressure.
Yeah, staying on schedule here. Hollins and Coleman out to the right. Shakir on the left, and now Hollins joins Shakir over there in motion. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap, handoff to Cook. Going to try to bounce it to the corner. Now cuts it up inside. And he's got the first down and more as he's down to the 35. Good vision there by Jimbo as he's got a fresh set of downs for Buffalo.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to take that one outside and test the speed of the Ravens defense. Instead, he hits the brakes, cuts up back inside for a pickup of about 8 on the play. James Cook up to 54 yards rushing in the game.
13 minutes and counting left in this one. Bills clinging to a 2-point lead, up 21-19. Anderson back in the game for another jumbo look, I formation with Gilliam ahead of Cook in the backfield. There's the snap, another handoff to Cook. Cuts it up inside, fighting through a tackler, and forces a second one to get in there to bring him down. Roquan Smith got to him first, and then he got help from a teammate.
This Bills offense has really not tested this Ravens defense down the field at all. They tried the one pass down the field to Coleman and got the PI, but the only 2 receivers who have caught passes from Josh Allen in this game is Shakir with 6 and Curtis Samuel with 1 catch.
Coleman was targeted once and drew a pass interference call, but that's it. Allen in the shotgun here, Cook to his right on 2nd and 8. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Allen fires to the right sideline, intended for Cooper, who's claiming he was held by the defender as the pass sails wide of him, incomplete. And that'll bring up 3rd and 8. Tre'Davious White in coverage.
I wasn't sure if Cooper got held out there or just didn't have his footing right to get out of his break there. But on the comeback route, Josh Allen unable to complete that ball.
Ty Johnson into the game here on 3rd and 8. At the Baltimore 33-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and Johnson flared out to the right in the backfield. Allen takes the snap. It's another blitz. Allen under pressure, throws over the middle. Khalil Shakir is tackled, and there is no flag. Khalil Shakir is tackled before the ball arrives, and there is no flag. I will say it again.
Yeah, he had a hold of Shakir's hip It doesn't allow him to make a play on the football. That should have been PI. I don't know if they're trying to say that was an uncatchable ball, but it became uncatchable because of the hold he had on his hip.
Tyler Bass on for a field goal attempt. This one from 51 yards. Brought to you by Univera Healthcare. Right here for Western New York teams on and off the field. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Martin, kick by Bass is long enough, and it is good. Tyler Bass dialing from long distance, and the Bills push their lead to 5. They're up 24-19 with 12:04 left. This is Buffalo Bills football.
I mean, I could talk forever. Gift of the gab, baby.
This is Mad Dog Sports Radio, featuring the one and only Christopher Mad Dog Russo.
Could you imagine if that kind of thing happened today? I'd be screaming for months.
He's loud.
They won championships.
He's passionate.
Ratings, advertising, it's all a cesspool. You're not going to change it.
And he's talking football with you.
That's a football team.
It's Mad Dog Unleashed.
Anybody you ask knows I'm 100% right.
Weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Mad Dog Sports Radio, channel
82.
Catch the best basketball coverage on Sirius XM NBA Radio, channel 86.
Jaylen Brown drives, bounce pass to the corner. Tatum drives baseline, strong two-hand play.
Every day we bring you the latest headlines, expert analysis, and exclusive interviews with the players, coaches, and legends of the game.
We're now joined by best Laker of all time. It's Magic Johnson.
Nick Nurse, head coach of the Philadelphia 76ers, joins us.
Plus, catch live play-by-play action you won't hear anywhere else. Tune in on NBA Radio, channel 86, or the Sirius XM app.
I'm going to win the Royal Rumble.
Busted Open is hitting the road for coverage of the 2025 Royal Rumble. Live from Indianapolis, join Dave LaGreca as he previews this big event and sits down with the top stars in the WWE.
Royal Rumble, you're next on the list.
The road to WrestleMania starts at the Royal Rumble, and Busted Open will be there live for it all. Only on Sirius XM Fight Nation, channel 156, and the Sirius XM app.
This is Tom Byrne. Right after this game, switch over to Mad Dog Sports Radio and talk about it on Point After. Taking your phone calls until 11 p.m. Eastern Time on Mad Dog Sports Radio, channel 82.
Ray Hudson here with an important announcement. You can listen to your favorite Sirius XM FC shows on the all-new Sirius XM app, now available for all subscribers.
The UFC is on Sirius XM. Hear all the action live from the Octagon every weekend on Sirius XM Fight Nation channel 156.
Get a little home cooking right on your phone. Your hometown announcers are always on the SiriusXM app. SiriusXM Sports. Wherever you are, your team plays here.
Tyler Bass extends the Bills' lead to 5 points with a 51-yard field goal. It came on the heels of a Toyota drive time of 10 plays, 37 yards, 4 minutes and 33 seconds off the clock. That's driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills.
Bills got to be able to stop the run on this drive. The Ravens at the half only had 73 rushing yards, up to 162 now. Those first two drives of the second half, they've ran the ball for 89 yards. They got to get back to that early success that they had, and a lot of that was gap discipline, defensive tackles holding their spot on the interior, and those second-level defenders coming downhill and making plays.
I think there were only 2 pass attempts by the Ravens on that last scoring drive. Everything else was a run. Tyler Bass kicks this one off. More of a line drive, and it's going to find the end zone and go for a touchback. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Ricard and Henry back in the backfield to start this drive, and why not with the success they had on the last possession. Bills counter with Dorian Williams in base defense. 1st and 10 from the Baltimore 30. Crowd trying to help their defense. Jackson in the shotgun. Sims in motion right to left. Fakes the handoff, tunnel screen to Sims. Good pursuit by Epinesa and Christian Benford who make the tackle. Benford slow to get up.
Slow to get up, but he's going to stay on the field. Great hustle there by A.J. Epinesa from his defensive end spot to go out and make a play on that wide receiver screen, and only allowed it to get 4 yards.
2nd and 6 here for Baltimore after the 4-yard pass play to Sims at the Baltimore 34. Crowd trying to be a part of this. Jackson makes late motion outside. It's a direct snap to Henry over the left side, and he's going to come within a yard or two of the first down marker. Daquan Jones made the tackle. It's going to bring up 3rd and 1. They ran a direct snap last week to Henry as well.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson with that late motion caught the eyes of a lot of defenders. He motioned out to the right. Then Derrick Henry comes directly downhill on the left and able to pick up 5 on the play.
Big 3rd and 1 here. And the crowd trying to be a factor. Bills going with base defense again. High formation. 3 tight ends. Hand off to Henry. And he's plugged up. I don't think he got it. Stopped shy of the 40-yard line, which was the line to gain. The near sideline judge says 4th down. Ed Oliver and Cole Bishop got in there.
Harbaugh's got a big decision here. 10 minutes and 28 seconds. You're down 5 in your own territory. You get stuffed here on 4th and 1. Bills are going to take over with great field position. Monster play coming up, and Harbaugh's going to leave his unit on the field. The Bills got to be ready for Mark Andrews potentially coming in for the sneak.
4th and inches. There's Andrews on the sneak, and he appears to have it. It was 4th and inches. They only needed a half yard. They got a full yard. And the drive for the Ravens will continue. Daquan Jones made the tackle. That's big boy football right now.
Yeah, they broke the huddle. A lot of times they'll motion Andrews in to take that QB sneak. There, they broke the huddle and got right up on the ball in it. The Bills tried to adjust their line and squeeze down to be able to stop that, but they got steamrolled inside for a yard.
Pistol look from the Ravens here. Justice Hill into the game behind Jackson in the shotgun. Receiver each side on the 2 tight end set. Here's the snap. It's a handoff to Hill. Looking to cut it back, but Ed Oliver's got him in a bear hug and drops him for a 1-yard loss.
That's a heck of a play by Oliver on the inside. He disengages from the block from the right tackle, Rosengarten, and able to tackle him for a loss on the play. Von Miller providing a nice shot at the end of that one. Ed Oliver gets up, pounding his helmet on the play, celebrating that tackle for loss.
2nd and 11, crowd getting fired up. 2 receivers to the left, tight end on the right. Henry to the right of Jackson in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5 on 2nd and 11. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, has time, looking deep over the middle, wide open is Andrews. Gets away from the tackle, but the ball is out, and Terrell Bernard forces the fumble and scoops up the football. Takeaway number 3 for Buffalo. What a play by the defensive captain. 8:41 left, and this crowd's going nuts. 24-19 Buffalo will take a break. This is Buffalo Bills football.
It's soccer's most thrilling league.
Only the Premier League can make you feel like this.
And now every match is on the SiriusXM app.
Can you believe it?
From the title race.
This is remarkable. Keeps this title charge on track, surely.
To the relegation fight.
The impossible may still be possible.
Hear every English Premier League match on the SiriusXM app and talk about all the EPL drama on SiriusXM FC 157 and the SiriusXM app.
Daytona is so unique. We have a expectation of what we expect of ourselves.
The Great American Race is underway.
Awesome. We want to win that race so bad. I know how heartbreaking that place can be.
The entire pack is collected.
I know how amazing that place can be.
Are you kidding me?
I'm ready to go.
We know what we're capable of.
Daytona is coming. The Daytona 500, Sunday, February 16th at 1:30 p.m. Eastern.
Sirius XM NASCAR Radio, Channel 9,
and on the SiriusXM app. The College Football Playoff National Championship is here, and SiriusXM College Sports Radio brings you closer to the game.
He caught it!
All weekend long, SiriusXM Channel 84 is your home for wall-to-wall coverage of Notre Dame versus Ohio State.
Got it to the 4 and into the end zone.
Hear expert analysis, exclusive interviews, and updates live from Atlanta. We've got everything a college football fan needs. Listen exclusively on College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and stream anytime on the SiriusXM app.
The UEFA Champions League is back on Sirius XM FC, and this year it's bigger than ever.
Absolutely ridiculous from Real Madrid. Merseyside magic from Mo Salah.
Now, with more matches featuring soccer's most iconic clubs as they battle it out for European supremacy.
What a start for Inter! Haaland scores the hat-trick!
From the league phase to the final, the Champions League is on Sirius XM FC 157 and the all-new Sirius XM app.
With the SiriusXM app, you can hear your hometown announcers all season long. Just search for your team on the SiriusXM app and tap the star to save it as your favorite.
Championship game is set. We know it's going to be the Philadelphia Eagles hosting their division rival Washington Commanders. In the AFC, it's going to be the winner of this game traveling to Kansas City. It'll be a 6:30 p.m. game next Sunday at Arrowhead Stadium. We have 8 minutes and 41 seconds left to decide who that's going to be. That's your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable.
Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 8:41 left. Bills with the ball. 3 tight ends set here on 1st and 10 at their own 46. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun.
Go to zero.
Here's the snap. Allen back to pass. Has time. Has a completion to Hollins on the left side. And he's got a first down as he lowers his shoulder. Fresh set of downs for Buffalo after a 12-yard gain.
3 tight ends set. A lot of times you think they're going to run the football in those situations. Mac Hollins comes across the formation completely uncovered on the play. They ran a crossing route on the play, and Dawson Knox gave a little bit of an assist, nudging the defender in coverage on Hollins.
Marlon Humphrey had the tackle there for Baltimore. 1st and 10 in Baltimore territory at the 42. 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left. Davis the lone setback, and he's going to take the handoff through a hole and driving his legs forward. He's down to the 39. Late flag flies in. We'll see what that's about. Josh seems to indicate it's against Baltimore, and it is.
Illegal use of the face, number 90. Defense, that 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
David Ajabo, the guilty party there with illegal hands to the face. It was right at the end of the play, too, as he had Dawson Knox by the chin. So that'll move the ball down to the 34. And it's first down again for Buffalo with 7:45 and counting here. Ray Davis still in the backfield. Allen under center. 2 receivers to the left, and now Hollins joining Shakir on the right side. 8 on the play clock. Now it's down to 5. Here's the snap. Quick hitter to Coleman on a quick slant inside. He's tackled immediately by Tre'Davious White, but he's down to the 30 for a gain of 4. That was a bang-bang play.
Yeah, that was actually a run play called, but Josh sees off coverage on the backside, and so they tag those with a quick slant on the backside because Josh is going to be able to get rid of the ball before the offensive line would go down the field. Run blocking, well executed there.
We're under 7 minutes to play. Bills up 24-19 and on the move here. 2nd and 5 at the 29. Ty Johnson, the lone setback. Allen going to roll out to the right, throws it to Johnson in the right flat. He's got the first down as he tiptoes out of bounds at the 21-yard line is where they're going to mark him out. A gain of 8 and a new set of downs for Buffalo.
Hard play action to Ty Johnson, who escapes right into the flat. Josh hits him in stride, allows him to keep his momentum going up the field, and Ty Johnson picks up the first down. Bills with a fall on the 21-yard line. They got to punch this one in for 7 here, make this a 2-score game.
Arjarius Washington forced him over the sideline. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun here. 3 receivers to the left. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Tunnel screen for Samuel. Good penetration up the field by Hamilton as he tackles Samuel right at the line of scrimmage. He got a yard on the play.
If he doesn't get him down there, he's off to the races. Kyle Hamilton takes a shot, one of the better safeties in the league. Takes out his leg, but we got an injured Raven down on the field. It's Marlon Humphrey, their star nickel corner. He was getting blocked on the play by Mac Hollins, who drove him into the turf, bent him over backwards. Not quite sure what this injury is. It seems to be he's holding his upper body.
Yeah, Hollins drove him right into the turf, and he's shaken up. He's walking off under his own power now. Take your life back with Catholic Health's Joint Centers, nationally recognized for faster recovery and better outcomes. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, he landed and he was favoring like what looked like sometimes when your shoulder, your arm, your upper body in that area, that's the case. But as he's walking off, he's also got his hand on his hip. So I can't really tell exactly what happened, but it was on that block, as you said, on that tunnel screen.
The Barnes Firm injury reports are brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured? For help, call 1-800-8-million. So Bills have been using a lot of short stuff in the passing game to supplement the run game, Eric. We got a 2nd and 9 here. Do you even think about looking at the end zone?
If you got a shot at it. I mean, you have height advantages out there. You have Marlon Humphrey out of the game now. If you can get a one-on-one situation with a guy coming in off the bench, and we're not sure exactly who's subbing in yet, but a lot of times you'll see offensive coordinators try and test the guy that's just coming in the game in these situations.
So the backup nickel is technically Wiggins. So you would expect Wiggins to be the nickel, Tre'Davious on one side, Brandon Stevens on the other. We haven't seen them really test Brandon Stevens all that much, but he's back in the game now as they've played White more of the snaps here tonight.
Yeah, and Stevens is a guy who's been picked on a lot this season, so they bring in Tre'Davious White, who started the season in L.A., so they bring him in mid-year to try and supplement this secondary, so we've seen more of him tonight. Tre'Davious White, one of the most well-liked Bills in the locker room, received a lot of embraces before the game. I got to catch up with him in the tunnel for a second. We played together towards the end of my career, and so Tre'Davious is going to play a role here, a major role here in the remainder of this game if Humphrey's not able to come back in.
Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, just wanted to throw this in there. After the fumble recovered by Terrell Bernard, everybody was celebrating. They were coming off. One of the first players to meet him before he got to the sidelines was Micah Hyde. It was right in front of me. Micah grabbed him and said, "That's what you do. That's what you do." I love it. It was a great moment.
So a 2nd and 9 here with 5:55 left. Cook in the backfield at the Baltimore 20. In an ideal world, the Bills finish this drive in the end zone. Allen going to go under center here. 2 receivers to the left. Shakir by himself on the right, and now Hollins going to join him over there. Play clock down to 5. Baltimore showing blitz. The handoff goes to Cook, cuts it back. Nice vision there, and he gets to the first down marker. He might be a half a yard short. So at the very worst, it'll be 3rd and inches. Matabike on the tackle.
And Josh is going to get the guys right up on the line of scrimmage. I expect to see a QB sneak here.
Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this. Allen lining up for a sneak. Going over the left side, and he's got the first down. Boy, Mac Hollins loves celebrating, doesn't he? He's signaling first down. He's got a little boogie shake going.
He's animated out there.
And that's going to make it a 1st and goal situation as they spot him. Oh, no, they're going to spot him right at the 10.
And we got 4 minutes and 45 seconds now and counting left in the game. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. Bills holding on to a 5-point lead.
Allen under center here. Cook the lone setback. Coleman out to the left. Shakir and Hollins on the right. The same look formation here. Play clock down to 3. There's the snap. Handoff to Cook. Darting through the middle there as the hole closed quickly, but he somehow gets 2 yards on the carry down to the 8. And a timeout's called here by Baltimore. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health and the Patricia Allen Fund for the most critical moments. Give today.
We've seen Josh Allen run 2 balls in this game. It wouldn't surprise me here to see them put the ball in 17's hands. He's been a battering ram this season with 12 rushing touchdowns on the year, added 2 more, so up to 14 touchdowns rushing on the season. And I fully expect them to put the ball in 17's hands. You got the best player potentially on the planet in your backfield, and they haven't had to lean on him too much. Just 22 attempts tonight, 127 yards passing, and he's also added 17 yards on the ground.
And he has 2 rushing touchdowns already. So here we go, 2nd and goal from the 7. Coleman by himself on the right. 2 receivers on the left, one of which is Ty Johnson. Allen in the shotgun here. Here's the snap. Allen going to run it to the right, looking for the end zone, and he gets as close as he possibly can. They have him down at the 2, maybe the 1.5-yard line. Another timeout here taken by Baltimore. Matabike tripped him up. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills. Right back to Josh.
Yeah, that's what I expected there, and they give it to him. They get in an empty set. Josh analyzes the defense, says, we're good. He liked that run along the right-hand side. It was a balanced formation with tight ends on both sides, so likely a situation where he could have gone either way. And in those situations, you're going out where there's less bodies. 6 guys on one side, 5 on the other will go to the 5. And so he gets down. They're going to call it the 2 here. And so you got 3rd and goal at the 2. And this is likely 4-down territory. You want to punch this. You want to punch this in for 7 here.
When I said right back to Josh, I meant now.
Yes. I'd expect it. Earlier they ran a zone read. They have James Cook and Josh Allen in the shotgun. They ran a zone read earlier. They might run it again here.
Cook is to the right of Allen on 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's the snap. Allen going to keep it again, and he's caught up in the wash. He's not going to make it. He got bear hugged there by Travis Jones and did not get in. It's 4th and goal from the 2, maybe the 3. He might have lost a yard on the play. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, I don't know if you could tell, but I've been watching. Kyle Hamilton is really banged up. Now, it hasn't mattered the last 2 plays. He's been standing by himself in the end zone, walking around, but you just don't know here. I'm just a note here as they get to a 4th down, and we'll see if they go for it.
Looks like they're going to let this play clock run down and then call timeout themselves to talk this over. 4th and goal from the 3.
And so there's going to be about 3 minutes and I guess 31 seconds left in the game. Sean McDermott's going to talk this one over on the sideline and figure out.
Timeout. Buffalo, 30-second timeout.
So here's the thing. You're up 5. You kick a field goal, you're up 8. It's still a 1-score game.
Exactly. You try and punch this. You're able to punch this one in. You like your chances to be able to end this thing. And if you don't get it, then obviously the Ravens have a chance to go down and score and likely be, 97 yards. We've seen Sean McDermott is aggressive he's ever been in his career this year on 4th downs. We'll see if he puts it again in 17's hands.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. Health lives here. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. And the field goal unit is going to come on here for the Bills. I think if that's on the 2-yard line or the 1-yard line, they go for it. On the 3, it might be just a little too much. This field goal attempt brought to you by Univera Healthcare right here for Western New York teams on and off the field. It's a 21-yard attempt from the right hash with 3:31 left. Snap, hold, kick by Bass is up, and it is good. So with 3:29 left, the Bills push it to an 8-point lead. And the only thing I can think of there, Eric, is it's at 8 points. Your worst possible scenario, you're going to overtime.
Right, and that's a fair point. And if Baltimore gets a quick score, then you could possibly get the ball back with a chance to win it at the end. And I'm with you. 4th and 3, that's a tough situation. Yeah. And Sean takes the points there, and that's likely the smart decision. Of course, like any decisions he makes, this is going to be analyzed and scrutinized heavily. But now the Bills have a 27-19 lead, and they were able to force a fumble on the last possession. The Bills are up in the turnover margin on the game, 3-0. The Bills have had tremendous ball security throughout the night, dealing with the snow-covered field and, a cold, slippery ball. The Ravens, 2 fumbles lost in the game, one by Jackson, one by Andrews, and then they also had the overthrow early in the game that Taylor Rapp, who's now exited with injury, made him pay with the interception.
Bills also now have 10 points off turnovers. Bills one of the best teams in the league on takeaways. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, that was a Toyota drive time of 11 plays, 52 yards, 5 minutes and 12 seconds, driven to you by Toyota, the official car truck of the Buffalo Bills. Bills up 8. You're right, guys. They got to score and get the 2-point conversion. Sean McDermott electing to put the end of this game in his defense's hands. And, of course, the Ravens still have every option available to them. If they want to try and run the ball, they can do that. It's up to the Bills' defense now to close this thing out to get to the AFC Championship.
All right, so we're going to have a big possession here by the Ravens. as Mr. Brightside has got the crowd back into it here. Often hear this when the Bills have the lead in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, generally it's been 2-score leads, but they're going to play it with the Bills up 8 here. Bills holding a perfect record at home this season, trying to cap that one off. Regardless, this is the last game at Highmark Stadium this year. The Bills have been dominant at home throughout the season. So players are jamming on the sideline right now, and this defense, who has been gashed at times in the second half, come up with another timely turnover, as we've seen so often this season, forced by the defense. And so Bills take over in Baltimore territory, or they take over right around midfield, able to chew up some clock on that last drive, taking 5 minutes and 12 seconds off the clock, capitalize with 3 points, and make Baltimore burn 2 of their timeouts.
So Tyler Bass set to kick this one off. Sims and Mitchell deep to return for Baltimore. .329 left. Buffalo has 2 timeouts. Baltimore with just 1 remaining. Kick is up and away, and this one going to go a yard deep in the end zone. Mitchell going to bring it out. 10, 15, 20. Cuts it through a hole and gets up over the 30-yard line. Late flag comes in.
Yeah, I saw that hold. There was a hold on the return on Dorian Williams, and I was wondering if they were going to call it. And so this is going to be a spot foul. They got the flag right now at the 22-yard line.
During the return, holding number 49.
Chris Ward, the guilty party, as Jamarcus Ingram made the tackle on the return. So that's going to back the Ravens up. That is a costly hold. Wow. Going to back them all the way up to their own 12-yard line. And the end zone crazies are going to get it to the ear of Lamar Jackson here. 1st and 10 from the 12 for Baltimore here. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They involve the tight ends Andrews and Likely. Motion from Miller to the left side. Jackson in the shotgun. They're having trouble getting the snap off. They do prematurely. Jackson back to pass. Deep down the left sideline for Likely, and he overthrew him. Incomplete. In coverage and shaken up on the play. Trying to see who it is. And Cole Bishop is calling him over for the injured Bill. Not sure who it is. He was on his back. Didn't get a number. Oh, it's Taron Johnson. Taron Johnson is the injured player.
And right as he went to the ground, he grabbed his left shoulder. He's squirming in a lot of pain over there. He dove at the legs of Likely as the ball sailed over his head and came down on that shoulder. And when you hit the turf and it's as cold as it is, that is a hard surface out there. Yeah, and it was not friendly to his left shoulder on the play.
Yeah, I think his shoulder got twisted outward as he fell on it with his body weight. Wouldn't be surprised if that's a dislocation or a separation.
Yeah, that's what it looked like on the play. So now the Bills are going to be without Taron Johnson. We expect Cam Lewis to come in at the nickel spot. And with Rapp already out of the game, and now Lewis coming in as the nickel, if the Bills are going to get in their dime defense that they love to use in obvious pass situations, Jamarcus Ingram likely coming onto the field.
He's the only other one you got.
Exactly.
Taron Johnson kind of working it out.
That shoulder, guys. Yeah, he's trying to work it out. He's kind of waving it. You know, like, is he I don't know if he's right-handed or left-handed, to be quite honest with you, but he's with his left arm
makes you wonder if they just popped it back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's not going to the bench. He's not going to the injury time tent.
He might just miss a snap.
Yeah, so I'd expect they're testing his shoulder on the sideline, testing strength. Looks to be stable over there as they're pressing down on his arms to see if he's got the same strength between his right and his left arm. I'd expect to see Taron Johnson in on the next snap.
Bills in the dime defense right now on 2nd and 10 from the 12, urging the crowd to get loud. Baltimore backed up in their own end here. And you can hear the crowd. They are into it, and we're not even ready for the snap yet. They're still in the huddle. And they're having trouble hearing. Bills Mafia in full throat here on 2nd and 10 with 3:18 left. Jackson in the shotgun, Likely in motion, right to left. Jackson goes up to center, shouts out a check. Back to the shotgun. Play clock down to 12. Here's the snap. Looking over the middle, rolling out to his right, under pressure. Still looking, now tucks it and runs. And he might have a first down, depending on where they mark him. He's out at the 20. And it's a gain of 8 on the play. It'll bring up 3rd and 2.
Right tackle Rosengarten had a hold of DeJuan Smoot on the edge, and a lot of times that's called a hold when they break the pocket. The officials letting these teams play for the most part here tonight. Just 6 total penalties called in the game.
Big 3rd and 2 here for Baltimore with 3:10 left. They have a timeout at their disposal and the 2-minute warning. 27-19 Buffalo. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right on 3rd and 2. Here's the snap. Jackson back to pass, looking underneath. He's got Justice Hill. He's right at the first down marker, and it looks like based on the spot, that'll move the sticks. And it will.
And Baltimore's going to get in hurry-up mode here, and so now the Bills are going to sub in Matt Milano and just go with 3 down linemen.
1st and 10 from their own 23. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Jackson back to pass, looking left. Fires underneath. It's complete to Bateman, who's swallowed up by Greg Rousseau, and he's shaken up on the play. Rousseau nailed him from behind. He never saw him. He's out to the 26-yard line for a gain of 3, but the refs blow the whistle for an injury timeout here.
And Bateman hit the turf, and the ball came loose, but not till after he hit the turf. Greg Rousseau with great hustle there to retrace his steps after the pass rush, and Taron Johnson back in the game, which is a great sign for the Bills, getting him back in the game. And so now the clock stopped with 2 minutes and 34 seconds left.
This has been a hard-hitting game all evening. And Bateman now being helped to his feet. He's going to walk off. Hopefully just shaken up on the play for his sake. It's a gain of 3 on that play, so it's 2nd and 7 now, as the snow starts to come down a little bit harder here. 2:34 left. Bills up 27-19. Crowd is getting into full throat again here. 3 receivers to the right, counting the tight end Likely. Andrews on the left side. Hill in the backfield to the right of Jackson in the shotgun. Late motion from Wallace on the right side. Here's the snap. Rolling out to his right. Nobody open. Still looking. Throws back across the field. He's got Wallace. First down and more. Hurdles a defender. And he's into Buffalo territory to the 47-yard line. And that, Cam Lewis on the stop, but that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's 27-19 Buffalo, but the Ravens are driving here on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Dear football fans, Toyota's roster of all-star vehicles are ready for kickoff. Drive the field in style with a Camry or Corolla. Upgrade your ground game with the versatile RAV4. Or there's Grand Highlander and Tundra, our full-size Defenders. And here's an extra point. All these vehicles come with available all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. Visit Toyota.com or head to your local Toyota dealership. Toyota, let's go places.
Kaleida Health is there as families become complete. In a parent's fight to get back home. In kids facing big challenges and finding big joy. And in moments of gratitude that live on long past a life-changing moment. Behind so many Western New York stories, you'll find Kaleida Health. Because health lives here. Discover our patient stories and share your own at healthliveshere.com.
If you've been crossing the border with a DWI or other offense on your record, make no mistake, you've been lucky.
Jamie Fiegel of Fiegel Car and Joyce.
Eventually, the truth will come out, and you could end up in an embarrassing situation with friends, family, or even coworkers. Let our team at Fiegel Car and Joyce ensure that your past doesn't impact your future ability to cross the border into Canada.
Call Fiegel Car and Joyce at 810-2121 or at yourborderattorneys.com.
Bundle bottles of wine and save big with Outlet Liquor's Bottle Bundle Deals. Here's the deal. Buy any wine or champagne store-wide, priced at $13.99 or less, and get $2 off each bottle when you buy 3 or more. Buy 3 bottles, save $6. Grab 6 bottles, save $12. Fill a 12-bottle case and save $24. And you can mix and match from hundreds of wines and make your own sale. Go to OutletLiquor.com for more bottle bundle deals at your place to buy a case. Outlet Liquor, what's your outlet?
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back at Highmark Stadium, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. We're here at the 2-minute warning. Bills up 27-19. Baltimore with a timeout at their disposal on Buffalo's half of the field at the 47 with a 1st and 10. Crowd trying to help their defense here as they have all night long. Two receivers out to the left, one to the right. Hill to the left of Jackson in the shotgun here. There's the snap. Back to pass, looking to the left, trying to fire, pumps, and then dumps it down in the right flat for Hill, and forced out of bounds by Cam Lewis after a gain of 5. He's down to the 42-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd and 5. He got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, he was able to beat Cam Lewis to the edge there. I thought Cam was maybe going to be able to bring him down in bounds, which would have ran some more time off the clock there. But instead, just 8 seconds off the clock on that play on the dump down to Hill.
Crowd trying to get loud again. Bunch formation on the right here. And now Andrews will flip to the left side. And he'll join Likely over there, the other tight end. 2 tight ends on the left, 2 receivers on the right, and now Aguilar in motion right to left. Here's the snap to Jackson in the shotgun. Back to pass, has all day to throw, and wide open is Andrews at the 30, and forced out of bounds at the 24-yard line by Rasul Douglas. That was too easy. There is no pass pressure to speak of.
Yeah, everybody got piled up inside, so Lamar Jackson simply had all day to throw back there. Mark Andrews coming from left to right across the second level of the Bills defense, wide open at the second level. They've got to find a way to generate some pressure on Lamar Jackson right now. They're making it too easy.
19-yard pass play and 1:44 left. 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 24. 2 receivers to the left along with the tight end Andrews. Jackson in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass. No pressure. All day to throw. 3-man pass rush. Still roaming around in the backfield. Looking for somebody to get open. And crossing and in the end zone for the touchdown is Isaiah Likely. He beat Taron Johnson back across the field as he had about 8 seconds to throw. A 24-yard touchdown reception.
Bills with a 3-man rush there, and Dorian Williams in a spy, and just no one able to get home. They had Epinesa on one side and Solomon on the other, Jefferson in the middle, and nobody able to create pressure. And so the Ravens are going to go for 2, down 27-25 with 1:33 left.
This is the biggest play of the game so far. This one to tie it up for the Ravens. Down a pair, 2-point conversion. Henry to the right of Jackson in the shotgun. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Jackson rolling right, looking to toss it, and dropping the football. Incomplete is Mark Andrews. It wasn't a well-thrown ball at all. It was behind Andrews, and he could not come up with it. Falling away from the pass, it's incomplete. Wow.
Andrews with 2 big drops in this game. He's
and
had
a fumble.
Hasn't been his brightest game. He's had a few big plays in the past game. He's got 61 yards on the game, but there's a critical drop as he's trying to fall back to beat the pylon and just loses focus of the football. And so now the Bills are going to take over with 1:33 left. Baltimore still has 1 timeout remaining, and so the Bills need 1 first down to be able to end the game.
So, as I'm watching that play on replay again, the throw was good enough. I take it back. That was a good enough throw for a completion. It looked like Andrews mentally was caught between, I got to catch the football and still get over the goal line, because he was falling, and it looked like he was going to be short of the goal line, and he got caught between a rock and a hard place, lost ball concentration. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, here we go, guys. It's an onside kick time. If the Bills can recover this, they can almost run the clock out, but they have to recover this onside kick. Obviously, the rules have changed. You have to declare it. They are certainly declaring it. Justin Tucker lining up for an onside kick.
Dawson Knox, Khalil Shakir, Mac Hollins, Dalton Kincaid on the hands team out there. Bills faced some onside kicks when they played the Detroit Lions back in Week 14. So this isn't the first time they've seen it. Which way does Tucker kick it? To the left or to the right? He kicks it to the right, and it's fielded by Rasul Douglas, who curls up on the ball as the blockers in front kept the defenders from interfering with him. Well-executed hands team play by the Buffalo Bills as they have possession. All they need to do is get a first down, and they can end this thing.
It's an excellent job by Rasul Douglas. That ball was dribbling at him, and oftentimes you could see these take a weird hop. The ball rolling in the snow there, and Rasul Douglas able to come up with the recovery.
Alec Anderson on as the 6th offensive lineman, as Rasul Douglas just threw the ball into the stands that he got on the onside kick. I formation. Allen trying to calm the crowd. He's under center. There's the snap. Handoff to Ty Johnson. Running over the right side. He's through a hole. He's got the first down. And he slides at the 29-yard line. That's going to do it with 1:22 left. Timeout is called here by Baltimore. That is their 3rd and final timeout. This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. Oshai Children's Hospital helps get kids back to being kids. The Bills are going to win this football game by the slimmest of margins after that 17-yard run by Ty Johnson. And for the first time in 5 years, the Bills are going to head back to the AFC Championship game.
We knew this was going to be a great one. You have two of the best teams in the entire NFL facing off, and it lived up to the hype. A 2-point game, and Josh Allen's going to have a chance to kneel this one out.
1st and 10 here with 1:18 left. Allen takes a knee. And he's telling the crowd, yeah, get excited. Get excited. The Bills sideline is bumping. They know they're headed back to Arrowhead Stadium. Clock ticking away as we're under a minute now. Bills will have to kneel it down one more time, and this one is history.
Bills defense came up with 2 monster 2-point conversion stops in the second half, which ends up being the difference in the game.
There's the snap. Allen takes a knee, and that'll do it. The final 35 seconds will tick away. Celebrate, Bills Mafia. The Bills have won 27-25. Kansas City, here we come.
All right, chat. That's it. That's all she wrote. The Bills are headed to Kansas City to take on the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game. And Valhalla Sports Talk will be here for all the action. Lamar Jackson comes up short once again, ladies and gentlemen. 27-25 is your final from Buffalo. AFC Divisional Round playoff game. We got 142 likes, 94-ish 100 views, and at one point we had over 500 in the chat. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Thank you, James. It was the Bills broadcast team, Mr. Hud, so that's kind of how it goes. Damn, says YouTube fam. What do we do now, ET, says Summer O. Get rid of Kansas City, says YouTube fam. I'm with you, bro. Becca, yes, I will be doing the national championship game tomorrow between Ohio State and Notre Dame. And then the rest of the week, up till the playoffs on Sunday for the NFL, I'll be doing Lakers and King streams, looks like. YouTube fam, thank you so much for being here. John Corber drops a $5 Valhalla holla. Keep it up. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, buddy. But the Bills are headed to the AFC Championship game with a chance to advance to the Super Bowl, where they are 0-4, just like my Minnesota Vikings. Tazib says Lamar choking yet again, and Bills vs. Chiefs will be one hell of a ref show, says Tazib. That's true. I guess the closest team to the Chiefs as far as people complaining about the officials is the Bills, are they not? Hey, thank you, Becca. Thank you for being here. It's been a pleasure having you here. Been a pleasure having you in the chat here. You class up the joint with all these hellions we get in here. What time's that game start tomorrow, chat? Yeah, Ohio State, Notre Dame is a 5:30 start tomorrow, chat. Some of you folks have a holiday tomorrow. But it's a 5:30 start Mountain Standard Time. And that's what I will do when we're done here, is set up for that. Hey, Fred, thank you so much, buddy. Thanks, man. Thank you, sir. Allen heads off the field in a frigid Buffalo. We didn't quite get the snow I thought we'd get in this game. I really, after looking at the parking lot view this morning, I thought this was going to be something. Ricardo, thank you so much, sir. You know I appreciate you. Who called this from kickoff says trigger warning. What you talking about, bro? Who called the game or who called Buffalo winning? Hey, good night up in smoke. I guess I'll tune into this Laker game. More in trouble says the NFL is rigged. Yeah, but not like big snow. We had bigger snow in that first game today. Let's see if I can find the Laker game. It's probably not on TV, y'all. That's my biggest issue with doing Laker games, is I don't have that TV package. But I do get all the hockey games. It doesn't look like Lakers are on anything that I can see. I have that Hulu package, y'all. The Hulu, Disney, ESPN Plus package. Yeah, I was too, John. I was kind of rooting up for the Rams today. Or yesterday. We know who's going to win. The Chiefs, says Ricardo. Born Trouble says, I hate the Bills. Chiefs going to win this. They're going to win this L, says Trigger Warning. 2 games, 2 spreads covered, says Spring in Fialta. Hey, good night, RM. Thanks for being here, dude. Sorry they shut down the Retired Moderator Hall of Fame. Sorry they shut it down, man, but us big corporations have to make decisions, and sometimes they're difficult. What's up, Marcus? Did they? Had no clue, Marcus. Yeah, I don't have that dog catcher. I don't have that, buddy. If Lamar gets help at receiver, it's on. What's the name of that dude? Who are their leading receivers in this game? Let's look. Shakir's legit, y'all. That Khalil Shakir is legit. 6 for 67, 11.2 average, 34 long on 7 targets. They need that second wide receiver. But look at Amari Cooper there. What happened to him? Cooper was targeted 1 time. Dawson Knox targeted 2 times. Oh no, that's the my bad. That's the Bills. So Bateman, yeah, that was the Bills, y'all. I was screwing that up. Bateman, 4 for 66. He's the one that has never become elite, in my opinion. So, but they're in the same situation. They still need the 2 and the 3. Andrews is getting old as hell, and Isaiah Likely is another guy that he had a big game tonight, but he's another guy that just has never got it going. No, Cooper is on the Bills, man, but he didn't get no play. Shakir done put him out of a job, and Mac Hollins. John says just start printing them Commander Chiefs Super Bowl tickets. Give the Chiefs an easy Super Bowl win. So you guys have no confidence that Buffalo can go and beat the Chiefs next week? B says the Redskins Chiefs Native American Super Bowl. He's no MJ Fox. You guys kill me, man. Blue Life 73 this year, Chiefs versus Eagles, and who wins? I don't know, Blue Life. Buffalo will beat the Chiefs, says Everett. I think they're gonna. You heard it here first, y'all. I think they're gonna beat them. I think the Bills can go in. I think it's time. I think they've been there so many times that I think it's time. Sorry, Ricardo. Put it this way, I win either way. I win either way. If the Bills win, then the Chiefs don't go, and I'm happy. And if the Chiefs win, then the Bills don't go, and I'm happy. But then Super Bowl comes up, and I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Because I hate Philly. I guess I'm a Commander fan at that point, right? I guess I'm a Commander fan. Time is it, chat? Barely 8 o'clock. How do I feel about the team that eliminated the Vikings losing today? I was kind of rooting for the Rams today, man. I'm not going to lie. I was kind of rooting for the Rams today. Because I don't like the Eagles at all, either. I got a lot of hate in my heart. Crazy, says Shelby Minnick. What's up, Shelby? Your Bills made it, girl. Imagine if the Bills win and the Commanders too. I can't help it. What do you mean what's going on with my channel, Shelby? What are you asking me today? What is going on with you? I don't understand. Nope, Valhalla, the Chiefs have the Super Bowl blueprint, says Ricardo Moreno. I kind of felt that way too, Doug. I kind of felt that way as well. I got my big wish this weekend when the Lions lost last night. Because they were talking way too much smack. And meanwhile, them Los Angeles Dodgers just keep stacking up the W's. The Dodgers just stacking up W's, and we're not even in baseball season yet. One after the other. I watched the Tanner Scott highlights from last year, y'all. I watched the Tanner Scott highlights from last year, and that fool is a beast. He's a lefty, and that slider is deadly. What do you mean you got dumped off, Miss Shelby? I don't understand. Did your phone kick you off the stream or something? Because I guarantee I didn't time you out. I know nobody else did. So I don't. Maybe your internet connection isn't all that good or something. I don't know, but I sure as hell didn't time you out, and I know I didn't see anybody else time you out. So maybe you just lost connection. It happens on YouTube. My connection was excellent all day. I never saw the modem go red. And obviously all the streams completed in their entirety. Oh, Altman's still going to make the club, dog catcher. I think so. Oh, you mean is he going to come up to the big league? I don't know about that part. I don't know about Altman making the big league roster, but we'll see. It's probably him and Pajes battling for that spot, I guess. Trigger says Shelby and I deserve an apology. Well, I'll apologize to her, but I ain't apologizing to you, TW. I had Firefox dump me about 90 minutes ago, too. I just restarted Summer Road. I think he's got to be right there at the top, Blue, don't you? I think Allen's got to be right there at the top for MVP conversations. Who do I got winning the national championship? Probably Ohio State, but I'm rooting for Notre Dame. I'll be rooting for Notre Dame. We'll be watching, or we'll be listening to the Notre Dame radio telecast tomorrow for reasons. Theo! Theo Sam Eagle up in here. But yeah, we'll be listening to the Notre Dame audio. Ohio State's $20 million lineup will win, says John. Hey, thank you, Alex. What's up, General Thor? You need to go outside? All right, let me let this dog out. I'm not going off yet. All right, Chad, I'll have to let him back in. But let me, what's that, baby? Oh, the gates are still open? Okay. Let me start setting up for tomorrow, y'all. I'm still here. I'm still here. Boom, 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 boom. All right, I'm gonna go let him come back in, y'all. Lashiva Jones up in here, Who will emerge victorious, the defending champ or the perennial contender? Lashiva ain't having it. She says Chiefs are going down to defeat. All current sports seasons suck big time. Let's get to baseball. Fucking Theo. Are you at least playing some Call of Duty, Theo? All right, let me let Thor back in, y'all. They'd be out there looking for you, Thor. They'd be out there looking. They'd be like, look at that tasty Labrador Retriever right there. You know you're tasty, Thor, as much as you lick your feet. Imagine what a coyote would think. NBA not that fun to watch anymore. This is what's about to happen in the NBA, oh. And I mentioned this in a Lakers stream the other night. I think they're going to make the three-point arc a three-point line. It's going to be a straight line, and they're going to move it back about 3 to 5 feet. That's what I think they're going to do. They're going to eliminate that corner three, And they're going to move that line back. They know they got a problem. NBA ratings are in the tank. Yeah, I actually got that from another YouTuber, Elishiva. He allowed me to use it in my videos. I recognize him in the comments. I mean, in the description of every video. That's what they're going to do, dude. And they've already said they're going to do that. Yep, corner 3. Gone. It's going to be a line, y'all. It's not going to be an arc anymore. Yep, 50% they're saying. So imagine the long-ass rebounds, y'all. If you're jacking up threes, man, them rebounds are coming all the way back out. It's very interesting. All right, I'll hang out and do my setup with y'all. Probably be about 40 in here in about 5 seconds. But I'll do the setup for tomorrow. What do I need? I need the flag of... I need the flag of what? Indiana and... Ohio. Indiana and Ohio. Notre Dame's the home team, right? Let me make sure before I do this, so I don't have to do it twice. You know what I mean? Yep, Notre Dame, the home team. Ricardo Moreno gets another one, and Matthew gets it. Hey, that's cool. Matthew been hanging out. Thank you so much, Ricardo. Thank you so much, man. We're so close to 150 again. Thank you, Miss Shelby. Thank you, Miss Shelby. All right, so these players' heads is kind of an issue in every setup, y'all, because none of them take pictures that are the same, you know what I mean? The same size or the same orientation. So sometimes you'll end up with a big-headed home team guy. And I don't even know if that's the right quarterback for Ohio State. I think they're using the other one. But I'll have to check and get him. Ricardo, you crazy, bro. You crazy. NASA gets it. Alright, so we got one big-headed guy. Oh man, I'll fix that. It's easy enough to fix. Let's get these flags. These flags on the college side, or the state flags, are different as well, y'all, because not all the state flags are the same as far as size and shape. They are not the same as in size and shape. So we need Indiana. This one, no, Indiana and Ohio, right? Yeah, so this is one of them. This is one of them because Ohio State, or Ohio, has the banner type flag. So I'll have to adjust this as well for my OCD. I've seen much worse. I've definitely seen it come out much worse. And that's actually Gucci. So we just got to deal with our big head issue here over on the Ohio State quarterback, who might not even be their quarterback. Is this guy going to be the QB for Ohio State tomorrow, chat? Long neck, son bitch. I think it's still off. Yeah, a couple good games today, Big Zig. Couple good games, dude. I am the king of sausages. But tomorrow night, y'all, every YouTube channel that does the national championship game is going to get shut down. We're all getting shut down tomorrow. I was told so in an email. What was I supposed to be doing next? I do. They still have that, John. Is poutine even a territory right now? Specifically the Ohio State one. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure why. What's his name? What's the Buckeye mascot's name? Brutus? He might be hiding a stiffy. We won't, Shelby? Well, if you told me so, Shelby, then it'll be okay. I figured poutine was some kind of food. Isn't that from Canada with Big Zig? No, his name is Brutus. Brutus the Buckeye. And I don't know if the Notre Dame guy even has a name. I think it's... Let me look. It's delicious, says Big Zig. What the hell is it? I don't even know what it is. I think my son had it when he went to visit Canada this year, and he liked it. I think he liked it. Big Zig, it was nice knowing you, though, bro. Since our channels are getting shut down tomorrow, we probably won't talk much. It's on ESPN, bruh. ESPN. Fries, gravy, cheese curd, says Big Zig. Benny the Beaver is the OSU mascot. Apparently, if you use the ESPN stat page, your ass is going to jail too. Your shit's getting canceled. Let it be written. Let it be done. No, fool. That's not right at all. But I can't do this, I don't think. But they got like the NFL thing up here. The small scoreboard. Not sure I dig that. Not really sure I'm digging that, yay. Because they are the provider of the audio for some of the colleges, and they think that we're not allowed to play the play-by-play, or at least this one guy does. Trigger warning. Says in my band again, commercial appeared. No, we drop commercials here, bro. We don't charge you any extra for them either. Well, we should. We probably should charge you. My theory about poutine is that it's cold in Canada in the winter, and that all poutine calories are immediately burned off by a person trying to keep warm. she was on the case, y'all. She is on the case. It's crazy, Shelby. This guy been kicking up dust for a week and a half now. Week and a half he's been kicking up dust. Allegedly. What's not true, Big Zig? What lies have been told, Big Zig? Oh, my waistline, it doesn't burn off. Game is not on ABC. Been that way for several years, only on ESPN and about 10 other ESPN channels in different formats. Is Kubler. What, Shelby? You did what, Shelby? Oh, you're gonna kick his ass? Okay. Hey, good night, Big Zig. Congrats on your big day. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here too, chat. In case you ain't seen, I'm already on the plane. Let's go Dodgers, absolutely. All right, everybody. Shelby, thank you. Elishiva, thank you. Everybody, literally everybody. See you. Disney is a sports thief, stealing games, putting them on their worthless behind the paywall channel, says Theo. Disney Channel is not worthless, Theo. They play Deadpool Wolverine on there. Hey, good night, Corber. Good night, Corber. I'm out, chat. Thank you so much. Everybody have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow night for the college football national championship game. Ohio State versus Notre Dame. Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air.